We still haven't figured out intros yet. So Pete, if you could just hit the button.
I will as soon as I put us in the right room.
Oh my god.
The tech room.
It's gonna be one of those.
That's perfect. The commercial ran anyways while we were doing that. So we don't have really intros, but we have Pete, Wayseeker, Old Man Fett, Dom, as we all know. We also have JJ coming through too. Today we're going to do a little bit differently. Actually, next couple of weeks we're going to be doing it a little differently. I figure we'll talk about a little bit of D23 next week, but we have something planned after that before we get to Andor to kind of gap the weeks. This week's we're going to be talking about High Republic. It's kind of Wayseeker posted that the novels is coming back and he's excited. So we figured let's look at some of the books. A lot of them had dropped back down, so we're not going to go after prices, but really dropped off. But so we know people are waiting to buy some of them. We're going to give you 10 to 15 books that probably influencers are going to pump up over the next 4 months because these characters are probably going to come back. So we're going to run through a little bit of list of that. We're going to use a lot of our first appearance lists. If you haven't gone back, we should probably link it below. We did do a 2-part or 3-part first appearance list for all the High Republic characters. It was really good. People bought off of it, and you can still see it now. A lot of them are cheaper. So that's the way to go. We're also going to talk about D23 and what Wayseeker and Dom hope to see during D23. We're only going to give Dom 3 shots, though. He only gets 3 wishes. It's like a genie. Not allowing him to get 20. We got news. And, of course, we got our comic reviews and toys. Let's say hi to the
genies.
Huh? No. Not that many. Not that many.
Yeah, true.
Eric, good to see you. Ed is he'll watch the reruns on the show. Hey, by the way, I hope everybody's having a good holiday. Have a great show. Thank you. Astro, Yo-Yo, what's going on? BK, here for Marco's announcement of working for Kennedy on D23. Excellent. You will see that afterwards. And hey, gang, Joe, good to see. Oh, look at this. Who do we got here? Look at Joe. He's Star Wars orientated.
Ah,
very, very good.
Where's
Very
Captain?
good. All right. Yep. So here we go. What Toto? Toto?
What up, Astro?
yeah.
Toto? Is
Toto.
it Toto? Toto.
It's
Double
Basil,
J's in the
dude,
comment.
right?
He'll be late as usual. Speaking of that, let's get in. Pete, if you could you take us just directly right into the news? Let's just start it off. Toto 360.
Right,
Do we have
got
it
it up here.
No.
There you go.
Just do this. Okay, very good. We're not doing it.
Put it from here.
He's still on vacation. He gave up on intros altogether. We are no longer doing intros. Okay,
I didn't even know if I was going to be here today.
Very good. Thank you, Pete. Thanks for that.
But you are.
Yeah, we expect 100% out of you if you show up. This week in Star Wars. Andor Star reveals how the new series will develop her character from the original Star Wars movie. She says it's going to get her more in depth, and they're going to build on the character of Moman. We know this already, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I suppose so.
But I mean, you weren't looking forward to this, but do you think they're setting this up for New Republic stuff?
Do you say I'm not looking forward to this as in oh wow, I wish they would have just left it as a spy movie and we could do really cool things where we could see Andor really fighting over stuff, stabbing people in the underbelly instead of going to the Senate where people will be shaking hands and making backroom deals that we've already seen. Then yes,
exactly.
Then you mean I don't want to see it? Yes.
Yeah.
With that being said, no, I don't have a problem with it. I just think Moman also is the white toast of senators. Why do I want to watch white toast dry? I don't want to see that. So at least it could have given me some.
You might get her hands dirty and some stuff. Come on, you got to see it.
Yeah, but I'd want to see some weird species that you don't think should be in the Senate and it is kind of shifty and you don't know, or
you want more ETs in the Senate? Is that what you want?
I don't know. Yeah. What if Drudge? They had the alien Drudge. His species showed up in the Senate. We got to follow around one of those senators or something. I don't know. Something better than this. I mean, Moman. That's the character we've all been screaming for, right?
Wasn't Dom saying that too? He wanted more aliens.
Yeah, right. I said that one time.
Yeah, I was saying that too. They want more random aliens.
I'm literally saying anybody but Moman. You could name any Star Wars character, and I'd be like, okay, cool. I'd like to hear more about that.
Think about it. I think there are people out there who want.
I thought about it. Go ahead.
I'm just saying that I think there are people out there that wanted her character, more backstory, develop. I don't know.
What's so interesting about her? She had a really nice.
That's what I'm saying. She's literally nobody a character. They're like, hey, we really, you know what? We really just got Princess Leia's awesome. We need somebody who's just so vanilla, and nobody will remember who she is, and then we just keep putting her places.
Let me ask you a question now. Another question.
She's so important to the New Republic. Like I feel like they're gonna find a way to bring her into like this Mando world at some point. And I feel like that's what they're setting this up for. Well, look, I know you don't want it, but you can't tell the New Republic if you ever do without her.
There might be some interesting stuff, interesting story plots that make her a cooler character.
Dom.
Look, I'm just putting.
I know you're wishing and praying stuff, but like, I mean, literally, ranking characters you give more than 0 fucks about. She is on the bottom of that list.
Well, she was in movies people know. I guess that's probably.
I would rather. I would rather have Tag and Beak running around and they just randomly put Tag and Beak stories in this and see.
Well, look, you know what? Not to say I want to see her character. I want to see how this develops. This whole show, how Endor becomes Endor at the end of going into Rogue One.
Yeah, exactly. So why the heck do we have Bo Bob's story?
I'm already taking a back seat, and I'm not expecting anything because there's numerous reports on that. It's not going to be. There's no fan service.
Rumor reports.
No fan service. So don't expect to see characters.
Momon is the fan service.
There you go.
All the Mon fans out there.
Okay, Dom, I actually got it. Dude, I can't. Hey, BK, here you go. BK, you control this all day long. This is a money grab if I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
Disney Plus reportedly eyeing subscriber exclusive Star Wars toys. Like when they're going to start putting out these overpriced, like the
I don't understand why it's got to be through Disney Plus. Like, why don't they just do a subscription
Disney
box?
holds the key to everything. They hold.
So how it's going to work is you're going to get like a little. They're going to use a QR code, and that'll take you to a place on Disney stores. Probably just going to give you early access to buy like Black Sabers.
Man, all I got to do is like a little loot box, and they'll just send you a new Black Series figure every month.
Maybe they'll do Funko Pops too, which is actually cool. I'll take that.
See,
I think they'll do whatever they can to make money. There's no doubt about it. They're going to charge crazy amount for it too.
Yeah. Well, listen, there's crazy money to begin with everything. All toys and everything are up in price range. Black Series $30 or $34, whatever it's called.
I don't buy them anymore. No, I wait till they hit Ollie's now. I mean, I just
That's crazy.
I mean, it just like it. Yeah, it is crazy. But like, this is also. I mean, I get it, but they are not helping out the people who have a problem. They are just full.
Now listen, I'll stay with my hot toys, and my Funko Pops. I'll get the This will make Marco happy.
Did you buy this one? This one right here. This one's for you.
Oh my gosh, you already got the snow person. Oh my god, good lord!
You want to build a snowman?
No, why do you even have that already?
Hey, I got 2.
That's oh jeez, you waste a lot of money. I'd rather go to Delaware. I'd rather go to Delaware than buy those. All right, Star Wars: The Han Shot First Blaster sells for more than $1 million, a little bit over $1 million.
Actually, you know what? I put a bid on it, but it wasn't as much. They were asking.
They only thought it was to go for $500,000. They went for well over that.
$950K, and then they were at the end.
I mean, if I had unlimited money, I would. $1 million's not that much.
No, I actually said. Well, I mean, they make. Yeah, it doesn't seem like that much for this piece of history that you can't get. I mean, there's only one.
Yeah, I would think it would have been more.
And I'm surprised that what's his face, the guy who has the Skywalker Ranch.
Yeah, he doesn't own this already. Yeah, I was surprised.
He has all the different pieces, 101 properties. I'm surprised he didn't buy it.
Hey, you know what's funny though? It's like I'm surprised that what's his name didn't buy it, Lucas, just so he could destroy it. But they thought this was gonna be $500,000. They thought it was gonna be $500,000 for this, so it sold well above what they thought. It was a double plus, but it actually sold for. So that's
the last one wasn't that much, right?
Yeah, there's multiple blasters too.
You know, I laugh when I see people buy stuff like this. It's just really amazing because the money.
You turn around. There's a whole wall of pops behind it, and you laugh when people buy shit like that.
I'm pretty sure.
I wish I had the money that could.
I'm pretty sure the person that bought this has way more money than anyone here, and
for sure.
It's not a big deal. It's like your wall, but just with the $1 million products on it.
Yeah. He's not taking that low. All right, here we go. And of course, this is why
second mortgage on his house to buy the.
This is why our friend Double J is late, because this made the news after him trying to troll us for a couple weeks. The interview's finally coming out with Johnson, and he has confirmed that he does talk to BK's favorite Kennedy, and they keep bringing up the trilogy that he's still working on, and how's it going, and that's still going to happen. So he says,
one day going to go to the movies, you're going to see a preview of this come out of nowhere. It's like, wow, I didn't even see it was being done. His Star Wars trilogy would be a trailer. One day in the next 10, 15 years, whatever it is.
At this rate, it's going to be 20 years. But he is still working on it. So there you go. I mean, there's that, I guess.
He wants to make it happen, and Lucas wants to make it happen too. So it's just going to be timing.
Another time. Dude, if it could, what if it is it's Jedi versus Sith? Like, what if it's a Jedi versus Sith war? I mean, do you feel comfortable Rian Johnson doing that? It's not something you have to. It's not like he's in the middle of a trilogy.
Exactly.
It's not like those are characters who we know Darth Bane, but like, who really knows Darth Bane? You're not gonna have kids blowing other kids' hands off, right? You know what I mean? So like, you're not gonna have unicorn fucking Jedi, right? You're not gonna have spaceship that are like pirate ships that fly in the air. So I mean, maybe you will, but I mean, like, that's how lunacy that fucking shit is. So how bad could it be? Even if you dislike the second movie, like, all of a sudden you see a Minotaur fucking Jedi. Well, shit was in the comic books. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, he can't make it worse than those comic books, is what I'm saying.
I can honestly say one thing. Guy gets a lot of heat because of the Last Jedi that he, and like I said, I'm with Marco. The Last Jedi was the best film out of the sequel trilogy. It was different. I'm not saying that I loved it, that I want to, I'm going to watch it. It's up there with The Empire Strikes Back. It never will be.
Yeah, not close. Not close.
But I think if you give him a clear canvas and he does something different that is out of the realm, that it's not connected to the Skywalkers and stuff like that, it might turn out interesting.
Once again, there's plenty of stories.
The operative word.
Yeah, but here's the thing. There's plenty of stories, and everybody always talks about how they like the Dark Horse shit and the stuff, the legend stuff. There's a large percentage of that shit is batshit ass crazy. Okay, what about fucking zombie fucking outbreak on a fucking spaceship of stormtroopers that start eating people?
I like that book.
The fuck is that? Like, I know. Well, that's a book. I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. So, like,
Death Trooper.
Yeah, Death Troopers.
It's topical.
So, like, yeah. So, like, if that's it, like, I mean, they had Alien too. They had Star Wars / I mean, they did everything out there. So, like, let some of these guys do properties, put it in their realm, and let them rock and roll.
And I think it's good that he's not going to be the first one, right? I mean, there's a lot of pressure on whoever's the next Star Wars movie is, but hopefully, like, you just got to move through it and have multiple Star Wars movies and realize that some are going to be better than others, just like Marvel. And if you have a bad one, you just keep making more.
Look, you know what? The thing is that I hope that they, like, he could do possibilities, Mandalorian war against the Jedi, back in the day.
Yeah, I don't want him touching that. I don't want to touch that.
I know, but you know what? The guy gets, like I said, gets a lot.
See, I think that's a little bit more organized. I think that's so. You want. This is what if you're gonna do so. I want somebody who's established and has already done something accomplished with Star Wars to do something that specific. What I'm saying is, you can do random shit like the Plagueis story or the Bane story, or fucking maybe eventually, if it's 20 years down the road, he could do Revan and fucking High Republic. You know what I mean? Or the Old Republic. Shit, dude. The Old Republic's a bunch of crazy shit too. That was all thrown together. That shit ain't fucking like the Old Republic's the craziest horse shit ever. Like, it's just random shit. Like, wasn't it though? It's like just random shit thrown together. Yeah. So like, let him play around in those pools. That's fine, but don't have him do something like the Mandalorian War or like something that's kind of established and already clean. You know what I mean? Like, Plagueis' shit's dirty. Bane shit. The Jedi Sith War is fucking. I mean, that's a fucking horse. I mean, I love it, but it's horse shit. You got thousands of
years, 5,000, 10,000. Anything.
What if he did the Planet of the Sith stuff? Like, that's just badass crazy too.
You really think they're going to be bouncing all? I don't think they're going to be doing too many different timelines at once. I think they're going to give us High Republic, and we have our current kind of Mando-ish kind of time frame.
All right, say if he does
touch it. I don't think they're going to stray far from those for a while.
Well, if that's the case, then he's getting fucking High Republic, and
I don't think that's happening. I think
we're all
with his schedule, we're still looking like 8-10 years out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, High Republic couldn't be done by then. Like,
Well, could at least be could be at least starting out. Yes, it would be High Republic. So his shit would probably be whatever's after the High Republic.
That's what I think.
Which could be, Darth Vader. All right.
I don't know.
Oh, good Lord, this shit. Okay.
This is good news.
Is it?
This is good news, right?
Okay, explain to us why it's good news, Wayseeker, because it seems like the company that was supposed to build something, they probably gave us the greatest piece of footage that we've seen in a very long time.
And it's never going to happen.
Yeah, and then it's not going to be me.
So, I mean, they did that on purpose, right? They wanted to sell, right?
Yeah.
The whole purpose was to sell the company.
Okay.
They were in so much trouble. They're mismanaged, whatever. So NetEase has a lot of money, has a good relationship with Disney, right? They've done a lot of Disney games. They're doing the Marvel Snap game. The thing that might make you uneasy is NetEase does a lot, right, of mobile games. So they're moving out of only doing mobile. But they're a big developer that wants to make a splash and says, we want to get into the West because they're mainly an Eastern developer, right? Anmoji and some of those others are their big properties.
Mm-hmm.
And they partnered with Blizzard for the West for the longest time. And they said, we're done with that. So, like, they want to make a splash in the West. And so they're going big and they're going Star Wars, which means they're going to put a lot of money in it and they're going to try to do it right. And I think that's all you can ask for. They have the money, they have the team, and they have a big purpose to make a Star Wars game that is good, because this will be really one of their first, if not their first big non-mobile property for the West.
I'm just worried about how big, like what type of, like, are they, if you don't MMO it, like, what are we going to have here? I don't think you could do, like, you can't do, what's the one with Cal Kestis in it?
Oh, Star Wars
Fallen Order. You can't do like a Fallen Order type game, action game.
No.
You can't do a flight simulator. You have to. This has to be a fucking huge ass MMO, right?
It will probably be on the lines of an MMO or a long-term story. Yeah. Like continuing with DLC content, right?
With DLC content, sure. Yeah. For those people that don't know, I mean, it's going to be like online where you can play with a bunch of other players. You're going to have an open world, so you're going to be able to do little adventures, but you're also going to be able to either fight with or battle other people and explore kind of.
But still, like Wayseeker's optimism with this.
It will be not a mobile game, right? And so, I mean, I have higher hopes for like MMO-ish games that aren't mobile. Like, MMO mobile games are like they're going to try to suck all your money out in the first 3 months, and then maybe hang on for 9 more months, and then it might shut down. Like that's not happening nearly as much in the PC realm and in the other realms. And again, like I said, this is going to be their first big.
You know what? The sad thing is that they put out that beautiful trailer.
Yeah.
To get the fans hyped, and then all those problems happened. The developers got fired and all that stuff like that, and then it drops the hope. And now, all right, they acquired it, but now how long is this going to be until this actual game does come out, if it does?
Do you think
years away anyway?
Yeah, Wayseeker, do you think this will take over for Old Republic? Because Old Republic is towards the end, right? Like the Half-Life's done on Old Republic. Because what are they really going to do? I mean, they're trying to remaster shit and like everything else. But do you think this is just going to end the Half-Life on that, and then they'll go into this, and this will be the new massive, like High Republic will be the new massive?
It'll be fascinating. I mean, Star Wars, there's enough room for a Star Wars game to come out, one PC game to come out every year, and I think 2 mobile games to come out every year. And Star Wars has failed miserably on the mobile front and the PC front for a long time. So it's hard to say, but like we have a bunch of properties out there, and I mean, I expect if we can get 3 of the 5 that have been announced to move forward, then that's a win. But yeah.
All right. We'll see what
the Hunters game is coming out soon too, right? The
Hunters should be fun.
We'll talk about that during that. I mean, Hunters has been delayed 3 times already.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I played Hunters quite a bit. Like the game's not that much fun. That's the problem. It's a mobile game that it looks good, but you don't really want to keep playing it. And like mobile games, the spaces where you gotta want to play it every day. Or
yeah.
Hunters isn't that.
All right. So Star Wars: The Legion reveals full details on Mando and Grogu expansion. Is anybody playing Legion?
No, but I'll buy the figures if I come across them.
You don't play, but you like collecting the figures.
The figures are cool.
I mean, they're cool figures, and I the people I know that play the game really like it. But I mean, you got to be really dedicated through the pandemic to like keep buying stuff. It's like a game where you got to play in person, and it takes up a ton of space, so you can't play a lot of times at your house. It's a big game.
Cool. Thanks for that, JJ. Good stuff. I think he put it here because I think he knows Dom is going to buy. Dom's going to buy these, even though Dom doesn't play the game. First look at Star Wars Acolyte Disney Plus production. Remember, we heard rumors a while ago about all this stuff and everything that's going to happen. They're like, then we heard, no, they don't have any of it done. So how could they have seen it? Well, we've seen what they have done so far. This supposedly might be, probably could be, is as a likelihood of sometimes.
Did JJ save the pic? Yeah, they're picking.
There we go. The set that they might in a farm be shooting something for a TV show that has to do with Star Wars, and it could be Acolytes.
If it looks like they're preparing for the end of Blazing Saddles, it kind of is.
I know, right?
So is it a coincidence that Acolyte spec website got supposedly taken down the same time this came out, or did the people like realize like our hoax is up? So like we're just gonna
well, when you say they've already shot a bunch of shit, and then you see a farm where they've like literally are like,
putting up,
we've got some walls. They're not even look. I mean, I wasn't a theater major, but I had to take a couple courses in the old college. I know this about the crew. They usually, by the time they got the walls up, the insides are painted before they start shooting scenes and shit. That shit ain't paint. That's press board, motherfucker.
So most likely we'll probably see this by the end of 2024, right? What do you think?
This can actually go up pretty fast.
Yeah.
No, I mean, we're joking. Look, obviously all the rumor stuff that you said was true and was happening down didn't happen. This proves it. But with that being said, like if they have pictures of this, who knows? If they took this earlier this week, this shit because it's not going to be much more than this. See how they have all the scaffolding is going to keep those. Each one of this is a different area where they'll shoot certain stuff. They'll have scenes built in. This is all going to be a facade, so they don't need a ton of stuff. They could get this finished built within a week and a half.
Yeah, they could
this area. This is not a huge area to do.
I think you'll see Acolyte somewhere between winter of 23 and summer of 24.
But they're going to already have to take like some of their screen. So like even before they have it out there, they'll have like temporary actors go out there just to see what the shots are looking like after they build these stages. So like that still has to come before they actually finish hiring the actors and finish putting them out there and finish doing that. Now, is the format faster? Sure, we've learned that because they can also do a bunch of stuff inside stages. So you know.
See, I kind of like what they're doing now. No more like in one area. They could be outside. More filming like they did the Andor series and Mandalorian season 3.
I think there's room for a mix.
That's what they're doing. They're probably going to do a mix of this too. So there probably is some indoor stuff.
And then whatever that background thing's called. I can't forget what they call it. But the
360. Because they have 3 of them now. They used to have 1. They have 3. So they're definitely
one in LA, one in London, and one in the United States.
Yeah. It does look like Blazing Saddles. It also looks like if you build it, they will come. If you build it.
If someone bought that property, they're building housing over there. That's what they're doing.
So they can upcharge it. This was on the set of the Acolyte.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
$450,000. It's a $1 million property. There you go.
BK, I don't think there's been anybody who's been more honestly criticized the corporations. But Joe and BK are having personal conversation, agreeing that I am actually, for some reason, take a lot of money and could care less about it. That's not true.
At Bassmasters?
Yeah, because I fish a lot. I've been fishing the last couple of weeks, so I probably should go tomorrow morning. All right. Somebody will punch a space horse. That would be funny. Okay, so some people don't want to go back to Star Wars. So this week we got Don Gleason, who does want to go back to Star Wars and play Hux. I want to punch this guy in the face, so I thought it was a good casting.
I don't think we need any more Hux though. Like, was there really a Hux story that we need?
Yeah, we need somebody.
I got nothing against Gleason. I like Gleason as an actor.
He's in that new movie with what's his face?
The one with Carell, where he's
Carell. Yeah. That's why they ask them now because, of course, every time they do another movie or a TV show,
then they ask about
questions. They're in
Star Wars stuff.
If we ever get the rise of, the First Order,
The rise of Kylo Ren,
First Order, Kylo Ren story. I mean, it makes sense to include. I'd be fine with that.
His father show up in the
yeah, be kitty him.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, unlike Finn, Finn doesn't have any story. There's actually a Huck story that.
There is a Huck story there because if you actually read the novels, the dad and him and Lil Huck, there is a backstory to it. So there is a little bit more than.
But I don't think it'll happen. But I wouldn't be upset if it did.
All right, Dom, here we go.
I just don't think they're going to make any sequel trilogy character shows because right now people still don't like any of the characters. There's a few characters we like, but I don't know.
Joe, Jesus. Oh, jeez. All right, here we go, Dom.
There we go.
Get into it.
All right. D23, Expo 2022. Here's the exclusives.
Got to see some of them.
I just got randomly.
A fig pin that I need to get, definitely need to get. It's limited to 1,500 pieces, $20. So most likely I have to go to the secondary market and pay for it, but we'll see. Then I've
seen these necklaces with the kyber crystals before.
Yeah.
I mean, they make them. They're all different price range, to plastic to really nice, but still, I mean, is somebody actually buying these things for $150
for that
especially
thing?
Reva's kyber crystal. Are they going to buy Reva's kyber crystal?
I mean, if I like Sith, and that was the only Sith.
But that's the only Sith one, so does it matter? Yeah, how?
Yeah, I don't think it has to do with being hurt. It's it's the red one.
Because there's a blue one too. I don't know who the blue one was.
Yeah.
So it's not blue one. They got a green one. They got a couple of them. You get it.
Yeah, they'll just buy it for colors. The people buying it are just going to buy it for the colors.
There's actually a girl that does the kyber crystals. I watched her video. She was on one of the YouTube channels or something that she makes these exclusively. So I don't know if this is
the one she does. This comes from Rock Love, so I don't know if she's Rock Love or not.
I don't know.
The Vader socks are cool, but $20 a pair, and they never go on sale for these sons of bitches.
Nah,
they go on sale for
socks.
They're always on sale for $17.99. I'm like, bitch, I can't $2. I'm not even trying to save.
I can't wear those.
Buy a Hanes a pair of socks for $10. I'm going to buy one pair.
I buy the packs. I bought a whole pack of Pokemon socks for that I wear when I go hang out, at the schools and stuff. That sounds weird, but
it's really weird.
Yeah, because the kids like it, but you gotta dress up, so I'll put on the Pokemon socks or whatever, or that type of stuff. You can get a whole pack of those for $3.99 at Target, right? But Star Wars, one single pair, they only on sale for $17.99. I'm never buying these things.
Well, if you go to FYE, they have that's
what I'm saying.
Socks on sale. You can get them, but they're never on sale.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Discount, and they're still high prices.
Yeah, that's $17.
It never fit me right anyway.
No, that's because I got the ones the I'm your father, and then my kids got the I am your son and I am your daughter ones. Those fucking things don't fit either, man.
Yeah, I got a pack of X-Men. They're all different X-Men. I gave them my son because I can't wear these things. They don't fit right. You can't tell it's Wolverine anymore. His face is stretched like this.
You guys all have there's something wrong with you people. I mean, you people are just you got issues, man. You guys are like the people that you're talking about Wayfair buying really expensive furniture and not understanding why it's expensive. You guys are weirdos. All right, next group.
We have a couple more stuff. We got a couple Grogu shirt.
Yeah,
$70. Would you buy it?
Not for $70.
No,
I'm
not
cheap.
For 70, maybe 30.
I just went to Target because they have closeout on shorts and shirts, and I bought shirts for $3.60 and shorts for $8 max, bro. So I'm not spending those $70 on t-shirts. And I bought literally the same two pair of shorts. I bought four each of the same two pairs of styles.
You could wear that out.
I mean, if I had to buy one, if my life depended on buying one of these three, I'd buy the shirt. But
I'd actually no because so look. That Shan ring's cool. $100 is a little too much, but in the beginning they had this one. I actually really like this. I was like, damn, that Sabine ring's cool, but for $100, I'm like, dude, it's
I don't know, finishing the ring, rocking the ring. I don't know.
Yeah,
but I always wear my wedding ring. It'd be nice every once in a while to wear a ring on.
Look, the Obi-Wan Kenobi Legacy lightsaber, $250.
$550.
I mean $550.
Yeah, that's too much. That's
I wish it was $250.
I'm probably buying the shirt.
Yeah. Exactly.
You're right. I'm buying the well, $70.
It is bad.
No.
Shirt.
$70 for that shirt, or $30 more for the fucking Sabine ring. I'm buying the Sabine ring.
No,
$30 more than that. That fucking shirt. First off, where the fuck are you wearing that thing to?
Where the hell am I wearing that ring?
It looks like it's made out of polyester. I'm not doing it.
Go back to the Sabine ring.
Listen,
Go
there's a
back to
Boba
it.
Fett shirt that's cooler than this. I would definitely buy the Boba Fett shirt.
Look at
Is the Sabine ring
the
100
bright
bucks or
color
more?
scheme that is going to be on. You're going to have that on your hand. Where?
Cons.
I'm a Sabine supporter.
Where the fuck? Hey, where are you wearing this polyester ass fucking Grogu shirt?
On night out to Applebee's.
There you go.
Shit, I don't go to Applebee's, so
Or-
I'm not wearing it there.
The premiere of the next Star Wars
Olive
movie.
Garden?
There you go.
Outback.
I don't go to Olive Garden either. I did go. Where did I go? I took the kids to a place place called Aubrey's. It
What
was
about
terrible.
Outback Steakhouse? There you go.
I definitely don't go there. You might
No.
find people
Jesus.
walking around in their pajama pants all day long, like it's a Walmart. All right,
That's a fancy shirt, though. It's got buttons.
that shirt. If people wear pajama pants in public, are also the type of people that wear that because they think it's fancy because it got
No, you
buttons.
can wear that
If you
shirt to
make
the
Marco
cons.
go to
You're
a
not paying
buffet,
$70
then you wear
for it.
that shirt. If you had-
No, when you go to the cons, you can wear that shirt.
Yeah.
Let's say chump.
Yeah.
I'm not wearing that shit. It's too heavy. Look at that shirt now. All right.
And out of all
Andor
those
creator
things,
reveals the series ending. This is the dumbest fucking headline I've ever seen. We all know how this fucking ends.
Don't tell me he doesn't make it.
No,
this
the
series
ending is the
ending.
beginning of Rogue
he
One.
joins your rebellion.
The series ending is him going on
Literally
the
the beginning
ship.
of Rogue One. Like, yeah, no shit.
He
hey.
joins your
It's like-
rebellion.
The scene before the movie. Whoa, that's great.
Okay, you know what? You know, we all know how it ends, which is it's so stupid when they do this, but
I can't.
it could be a twist. Maybe that wasn't Endor. Maybe that was his twin brother.
No, they already said it. was. Astro does have a good point. I did set myself up for this. You guys should do it, but my kids go to a private school, so you got to dress in like you can't be having that type of stuff. You can't be wearing Grogu shirts like this. But Pete, you can take that to your kid. This is New Jersey all day, bro. There you go.
I'm wearing it before I'm wearing that ring.
The ring.
You
Hey,
guys-
what's up, Dub?
You
The
see
ring
me
actually
rocking
will
all the
hold some
jewelry
type
here?
of value. I bet you the ring will hold value. I'm buying that
could
ring
actually
now.
say-
I'm buying that ring.
We
When's it
didn't
on
say
sale?
it hold value.
When's it on sale? Come on. When's the ring on sale? Let's buy some ring.
Yeah,
Let's
so
go.
we didn't
Buy
say
some
which
ring.
one of these we're investing in.
Marco's getting FOMO right here.
I'm
There you
getting
go.
FOMO on the rings. Let's buy them.
I'm not
Listen,
wearing that ring.
going-
I don't even wear my wedding ring comes off as soon as I come home, unless I go outside.
Listen,
or I'm
going
on-
back-
I very rarely
going
take my
back to the
wedding ring
Endor
off.
series. Going
What?
back to the Endor series, what
Yeah.
I like to see, if it does happen, Empty's Nest show up because she was part of the rebellion in Solo. That's what I like to see.
What does that have? What
What are you
does
bringing up
everything
empty
does
nest
have to do
for?
with the fucking with
Hey,
with the
I'm just
shit?
saying, I like to see her. I like to see her come back with the because Two Tubes
She'll
was
be
on
like
her team.
6 right now.
I know, but I'm saying Two Tubes was on her team, so he's part of Saul Guerrero's group. That's why I like to see her in there.
You want more of what color?
Lies.
This is ridiculous.
Deception.
All right. Hey, Pete,
That
could
it?
you run this? We're gonna do toys real quickly since we already did part for Dom. We'll do toys real quickly. 4 slides. I'll be right back.
I can do the click throughs. All right, Dom. What do we got here?
We got brand new Black Series figures coming for the Endor series. We have a short trooper, an Imperial officer, Cassie Endor, an Imperial officer.
And we
Dark
got a
Titan.
short trooper before, right?
Yeah, we did, but it's a different color.
Different look, different
Yeah, different look.
accessory.
I think actually it's more of a dirty look compared to the other short troopers with the blue and the red that they had.
Yeah. Well, they also had the what was it? The shiny ones.
I actually like the short troopers. I think they're pretty
What
cool.
are the shiny ones? The
That was the friggin' the credit
they
edition.
called?
The credit edition.
oh, the carbonized
Carbonized.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to look back at my Mando because I knew I had one behind me.
Well, listen, you know what my favorite trooper is? The patrol troopers from Solo, a Star Wars story. Those are my favorite troopers.
Patrol troopers, huh?
Really cool. I like it. They ride the bikes, look like police officers. They had like the short little guns. They were like kind of a crossover between the biker scouts and
I got you.
yeah.
I think I remember the ones you're talking about.
But I think he's pretty cool. I'm getting tired of the Black Series. My Hasbro Pulse, all my pre-orders just went in, so
Mhm.
they should be arriving soon, and I'm not happy about it.
So you're really that down on the Black Series? You'd rather just like buy one hot toy than get like a dozen Black Series?
Yeah. I'd rather get one hot toy because the hot toys, even though I don't play with the toys, I collect them, but the fact it's having
Yeah.
them in the showcase, it looks really cool. Like later on the slides, we have Reva. Reva's coming. They finally have a Reva hot toy that's coming, and it looks just like Moses Ingram, and it's like it's. I'm looking definitely might pick it up.
You're gonna buy it.
I probably will. I don't know because it's probably
you
going to be
want to
shorter.
keep going on these, or you?
Yeah, I'm done with these. Yeah,
I'll move to the next one.
Move to the next one, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't buy all the Black Series, but I still like getting the ones that I think are interesting.
All right, Cassie Andor in the in the outfit, in the Imperial outfit, I think it's pretty cool. You know, yeah, you know, I gotta just. Well, see, they don't have Cassie. That's not Cassie Andor. That's a. It's Cassie Andor. It's a Lutheran mission. Was it
that's his mission one. But this is, hey, Dom, let me ask you this. Is it also that these things are now costing $30 and they seem very repetitive? Like we have had the Shore Trooper before.
Yeah,
it's just a non-scuff Shore Trooper. Which is
it's a different color variant of it. Like, do we really need a fifth? It's like a fourth one.
Yeah.
Also, aren't we gonna start moving to the all cardboard boxes? Like when?
Well, yeah, these are the last one. These are the last ones, and I think the new ones like
they're moving to straight cardboard.
All card. Remember we went over this. Yeah,
I very rarely. It's a little bit of advice. So there have been rumors that people have been getting wrong figures in the packaging. They're opening the packaging, putting other figures in the packaging, and you can't see, so you don't know what you're getting. So it kind of sucks because it's another way that people can.
Yeah. People know how to use Steam. They can reopen tape, close it back up.
But am I going to get these figures?
Yeah, guys.
Maybe not. You know, the Imperial Dark Times, I might get it.
Honestly, how many are left over and going on clearance now? Why would you? Like, by the way, if TY TV, if you guys have been long fans, he's back. He's doing stuff. He's been on our show before. He just went to a show out by you, Pete, in New Jersey, and the prices on these things are going down again too on the shows, which means there's a bunch of overstock for them. So why would you? I mean, when these are starting to show up in Ali's, you know, it was one thing in pandemic when everybody was buying them and opening them and thinking like it's the next big thing and there was a fake shortage, but like it's not a fake shortage anymore, man.
Well, see, that's another thing. It was funny. Like the people talk about, you know, Star Wars is dead. The toy market is dead. It's not dead. When you have a whole bunch of leftover stuff, yeah, it's gonna go down in a price and they're gonna put in outlet stores. But then when you don't see anything in the stores, Star Wars is dead because they're not making Star Wars anymore. You can't find anything. So either way, you lose. Like back in the 80s, the Star Wars stuff was up there. There was stuff up there for years. People
Blue Light Special. I got all my Star Wars figures in the Blue Light Special bin, man.
Well,
there you go.
It was also a different time.
It was a different time.
There's a lot more options for people.
Well, 99 cents for a figure compared to $15.
Yeah, but they also weren't. But a lot of this shit is just repackaged shit that they keep.
Well, there's that too.
Yeah, very, very. Yeah.
Here's the Reva though.
So here we go. So last time I showed the Inquisitor. There's a picture of the Inquisitor with Reva. Now she was dropped, and it looks pretty badass. I actually definitely might have to pull the trigger on this and get this.
You actually might.
Definitely might.
Yeah, definitely might. You know, it's a little
60% of the time it works.
I love his verbiage.
I'll fight myself right now, and my wallet's winning. So, yeah. So, yeah, it's.
I hear you. I mean, it's cool.
I think this one's great. I wouldn't buy it because I don't care about this stuff.
I don't collect these because I can't afford to collect these, but it does look cool. I'll give you that. But
look, you have the new Purge Trooper in the background with a new Stormtrooper, so that means they're going to be coming out with those. They're showing those in the background with Reaver, so
he's
those
really
eventually going to drop too.
He's going to be broke. All right.
Anyway, next. So, SH Figure Arts is dropping Book of Boba Fett with the throne. Look at Tira Momora's face. Look at how cool. It's like a mini hot toy. That's pretty cool.
What do you mean by mini? Are these smaller?
Well, these are like the Black Series, the size of Black Series, but they're metal. They're like,
I'm not sure I want that face looking at me in my house.
But look at the face sculpt. Looks right on. I definitely might have to pick this one up myself.
There's no doubt about it. You have to get this. There's no doubt.
Are you going to get the
definitely probably maybe have to?
That? No, I'm definitely getting this.
The question is, do you get one or two for you? That's the real question.
Yeah, I don't know. We got to see.
I'm waiting to see when the breaking point is for Tom. Like, I'm not buying the hot toy in the back.
Yeah,
I just can't.
Well, he's kind of getting there with Black Series, which is nice. Now he just got to get rid of Pops, and then we got to he replaced it with Hot Toys. So then we're gonna have to get rid of that. Okay, what's this deal here?
All right, so
so bad.
The Giant game today. They had this for Star Wars Night, and it was a copper color R2D2 C3PO and black Chase version. So apparently they were going. So the copper version was actually going for like $100 online. Guess how much the black version was going online for?
$55.
I wish.
I'm guessing $350.
Yes, $350 to $500.
Jesus. There's no way in hell I'm giving anybody $350 for that damn thing.
Not today, not tomorrow, not next week, not next year.
You don't know
Never.
people in the Funko market. The Funko.
No. Hey, I do. I ran into them before. They're weirdos. I mean, I'm just saying.
Hey, I'm not a weirdo. No, but
Tom, do you own these?
No, and I'm not going. If I find them for cheap, I'll maybe pick them up.
You could tell me this thing's selling for $350 and I find it in a store for $100. I'm still not buying it for fear I somehow get stuck with it.
But you know what? Listen, it's not like I said. The Funko prices rarely go down. They have some that go up and down, but most likely they do have the prices actually stay up and go up. It's like stock.
But you can't buy these, right? These are just the exclusive for the baseball game.
Yeah, from the game, yeah.
So I mean, I get it. There's not that many. Like if you really want
it's a Johnson thing, yeah, or Giants thing too. I guess whatever.
Yeah, so you know what? You get to see the game, you get this, and you don't even know if you get that one because it comes in a blind pack. So when you open it up, you don't know if you're getting it.
Yeah, but again, we don't know how many they made. They could have made one, and they're going to have it leftovers.
So think about this.
Another game later.
If they have, say, if you have 30,000 people at the stadium, they made about maybe 20,000 copper ones and 10,000 black ones.
That's a shit ton.
That's a ton.
Say what you just said again. That's a shit ton.
No, I'm just saying maybe if they made 30,000, they 30,000 altogether, the stadium. But anyway,
I mean that's a lot. All right.
I'm not buying them. So finally, the Funko Soda gods finally came out with an Obi-Wan, and the Chase figure is the Obi-Wan Ghost.
I still don't understand this shit. I don't know.
There's actually people. This is crazy, man. People love this
shit. I don't understand. I don't understand people that fucking play scratch-off lottery tickets, and constantly waste their fucking money and never make a fucking dime. I don't understand people who open up pop cans.
Come on, you got a Jawa. Come on, here's a Jawa. See?
Yeah, how much was it? Yeah, I get what it is. I don't understand it.
You know why? It's a collecting the collecting world. Everybody has their
thank you very much.
collecting stuff.
Thank you very much for watching. No, I mean I just don't. I don't get it. How much are these cans going for again?
It's like $15.
And I get it, Marjorie. You don't get it, but this is coming from the guy who would have bought the ring. So a lot of people wouldn't buy
that shirt. Yeah, that fucking ugly ass shirt that's made out of polyester. I'm fat. I can't be in that thing.
Clothing. We don't need rings and little plastic figures. So we need to be clothed to survive.
Check out my Sabine ring.
I live on the lake. I only need to be clothed for 4 months of the year when it's too fucking cold not to be in shorts with no shirt on, bro.
But you don't need a ring there either.
Yeah, I wouldn't want any of that shit.
Accessorizing.
I said all the shit was too expensive. They said, which one of these horseshit products would you buy if you had to buy one? Okay.
Anyway, so on the other side, so if you know they have the comic book covers that are coming out with the pops, with the pop and the comic cover, like they come out with the first appearance of the character. They have the Star Wars.
They've already done this with toys, but yeah.
So they're coming out with a Boba Fett cover, which is the first appearance of the Mandalorians in comic books with the Boba Fett ish cover. They're coming out with that. They're coming out with the Obi-Wan
68.
Yeah, they're coming out with Darth Vader holding Luke. Remember, a couple of months back, we did the UK had like the little sign where it had Luke. They had Vader. So they finally coming out with that pop. So that was a foreshadowing when they said that it was coming out. And last but not least, we're getting a War of the Bounty Hunters cover with the possibility of the arena suit Boba Fett, all black. Yes. So finally, Funko's going to make a black suit.
Why? You just buy a discount regular Boba Fett and spray paint his ass black.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Problem solved.
Dude, I don't get it, man. All right, but it makes Dom happy. So there we go. That's Don's happy spot. All right.
JJ, what's up?
What's going on, JJ? All right. Should we get into the comic review or should we do X23? I don't think we can take that much excitement. Dom might have a heart attack if we do X23. So let's get into this week's comic review. It was Obi-Wan number 4. We got Mando not having sweat off his head for the first time ever on a cover. I think they did misspell their name. So we're having another backstory. They actually linked this up to story number 3. I thought these were all going to be one shots, but they didn't. They brought back another character. We also do get Wolf or whatever the guy is. That's the commander that eventually goes and turns to be an Imperial commander. And you remember from Clone Wars, he's talking to Anakin and Obi-Wan saying thanks for showing up. And they said, we didn't really have a choice. We were assigned this. He goes, you remember that battle that we just had in the last comic book and Ryloth and the moon on
Is he the narrator?
Rook? Huh? Yeah.
Is he the narrator.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the narrator in the Clone Wars. Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
the cartoon. Yeah. Like,
yeah.
Okay.
Well, he's like, well, one of the guys on there, one of those little sergeant guys, went batshit ass crazy. Not a clone, but somebody from that moon. Is it Rook or Rear? What the hell is the name of Rook? Does anybody remember the name of that?
No, but Moon was a pretty good movie. Sam Rockwell.
I don't think it matters. Either way, he disappeared, and then now people are showing up dead. Clones are showing up dead. Separatists are showing up dead. People are showing up dead. We think it's him and his crew. The last time I saw him, he had crazy eyes. You guys need to go out and assassinate him. And then for some reason, Anakin goes, we don't assassinate people. And I'm like, didn't you just kill a bunch of fucking sand people? What are you talking about, dude? You assassinate
Well, they weren't people. They're animals. Look, treat them like
animals.
Even the women and children.
Don't you remember that great dialogue?
Oh, Anakin.
I hate
You're
them.
hotter than ever.
Right. Then he's walking down the street saying, like, we don't
Not
kill
just
people.
once. He's like, no, we don't murder. That's
Yeah.
morally wrong.
Yeah, it's 100%. And Obi says, yeah, we're going to try to, absolutely, we're trying to not murder him, but then we're going to have to murder him maybe. So, then they all of a sudden they're in Apocalypse Now and they're going down the jungle and they see like, the armor hanging up and stuff like that. I was like, okay, cool. It's actually cool. Illustrated very well. Dead body of a clone and like what's going on. Then they pull up to the Temple of Doom. They read the sign between them, which pretty much says some jibber jabber. And when they finish it off, then the SEAL Team 6 comes out of the water.
That was
like,
actually pretty cool. I actually thought that was a cool part of the story. With that,
it was definitely a different
Robin Hood
take.
troll for going through the swamp.
Yeah, so they're like, listen, and he's like, hey, I'm Obi-Wan. I fought with that dude on that moon. And they're like, you're coming with us. Walk up the 90 stairs like Dom just did on his vacation.
Oh,
all 862 of them. And at the top, sitting on the Game of Thrones, we've got King the Conqueror. And he's like, hey, no, we got
In his
the guy's
Obi.
name. What was his name? It was McKedrix or whatever. But now he's got a shaved head and he's got a bone sword.
Looks like they're promoting a UFC fight.
Which was kind of cool. I actually like that. That was like
Bone sword? You thought the bone sword was cool?
No, I thought it was cool that he has a bone. He has the sword made of bone from the clones. That's crazy. I like that.
I was just more interested in the temple, the Jedi Sith stuff.
I was wondering why he turned into the gladiator. Yeah,
I didn't. You make a bone sword
Why
out
did
of a
you become
clone.
Conan the Barbarian?
There's a lot of questions about this book.
There's no bone in a clone's body that's big.
There's no good answers for any of these questions.
The leg.
Look at how big your leg is.
I don't know.
By the
It's
way,
not your whole leg. You got a knee. That's
no, you know what the funny part is?
Make up your leg.
Hold on. He was part of the Rook Moon's like human imperial or human resistance, like guard. He's killing clones and saying how terrible and dumb they are. His pants are clone pants. He's carrying a bone clone sword, and he is gladiatoring him up with a piece of clone armor on his left side to make him look like a gladiator, which makes no sense and why it's even strapped on.
Why is Obi?
I like he's got the Craig Robinson sweat rag right there on his waist so he can like dry off the head.
I don't get like why this even makes it into Obi-Wan's journal. Like
BK, that's actually give BK a round of applause. Congratulations, you finally have a good one.
There you go. Bones
There you go.
Disney Plus.
Yeah, literally Apocalypse Now. It is. He gets into Apocalypse Now. All right, so then they're going back and forth. He's doing the Apocalypse Now thing. Obviously, there's a ton of foreshadowing because guess who kills him? Old Annie. Annie, out of all the things he could have done, like use the Force and push him the fuck away, or I don't know, moved out of the way and tripped him. It's a bone sword.
He came at you with a bone sword. You have a lightsaber.
There's so many things he could have done. Instead, he stabs him through the heart, kills him. It was kind of an interesting story, though.
That's in the heart to the stomach, the abdominal.
Obi-Wan's so nonplussed about it.
Yeah,
He's just standing there.
Yeah, Obi-Wan was even like, why are you stabbing him? Like, just let him
do
run.
what he had to do. I'll write it up in the report. He came at you with the bone.
Yeah, I mean, like
you had to kill him.
Had no choice.
Bone sword. He came at us.
If he was a Jedi or a Sith, he'd survive. They all get stabbed in the belly and they live.
With that being said,
Reva.
With that being said, this comic was not bad.
But why does this make it into his journal? Like what? Why is he coming back and be like, this is the story I need to write in my journal later on in life? Like,
yeah, okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Anakin straight up murders people.
Maybe I should have seen this coming. Like,
yeah, maybe I should have seen this coming.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Like,
you remember that crazy day?
Well, we'll see what happens in the next one
with the bone sword, and Anakin just stabbed his ass.
I was surprised. I was surprised that
bone sword.
Well, the thing that I was surprised is like this is like they took 3, right? Obi-Wan 3, because that was part of that. There was the Ryloth War in the moon. This guy was in there, and then they did a full story around some minor fucking character, which I was like, okay, well, if that's what you're gonna do, I'm okay with it, I guess. I don't fucking know, but it wasn't the worst shit I've ever read in Star Wars.
No, it's not. It just makes no sense. Like the whole
pointless.
Oh, yeah.
Is what it is.
Yeah, well, yeah, Star Wars.
It's not the worst. It's just pointless.
Star Wars. What makes sense?
All right.
Obi-Wan saw 3 snapping turtles on the boat ride in.
I mean, they did do Apocalypse Now. It does. If you think about Star Wars and how they always like take theme of shit like aliens, like we just talked, they did do Apocalypse Now here, so like that kind of makes sense. Star Wars 20.
His last thought was, if only there were more bone swords available.
The only thing better than a bone sword is a Newt Gunray action figure cover.
I wish I had 2 bone swords.
27 doesn't have a negative, non-negative, no pant Luke on it, so I don't think this is going to be as hot as 26 was, selling for a whopping.
Oh, Marco, you can respond to the commenter who asked why we're so bearish on Star Wars 26 in the top 10 clip. You can fill that comment out and explain why.
Because you make a whole $4 or $2.32.
The question is how many first appearances of the characters that die by the end of the book will be in this one?
Well, they already showed the preview of 27, and only 2 are going to survive.
Well,
so
why weren't we talking about the first appearance of Bone Sword guy?
Exactly.
Wait, somebody actually put that in a top.
Yeah, and he had a bone sword.
I'm calling him out live on the air. Who? I do usually read the comments, and usually I just hit the chat and go like, did this person really say this? But this person's going to get called out. Okay. Anyways, 27's coming up. There is a preview for this. If you read the preview, I really don't think those 2 people are related, but they're going to focus on the little kids is going to be part of the story. How do I find out these comments right here? Was it BK? It's probably just BK trolling.
No. Somebody's just asking an honest question.
Oh, okay. I'll answer it.
I just don't have an answer that I could give where I don't feel like I might come off snide.
So I'll come off. So you always throw me under the bus to do that. That's fine.
Yeah.
None of those characters are dead, and the rest of them don't fucking matter. That's why.
Right.
Hey,
that's what comes with playing the wheel.
Did they watch the fucking video when we said that? Like,
every Star Wars book has first appearances. Like that's just part of what being a Star Wars book is, and 98% of them don't matter.
27 is going to be the first appearance of Leia's boxing helmet, apparently.
And 99.9 of Imperial first appearances don't matter.
You watch the video.
Nobody cares about Imperial.
Sergio, listen to me right now. Go back and turn the volume on the video. We say, because it's got 8 to 12 new characters. Half of them are dead already. The rest of them serve no purpose. And when this arc is done, there won't be anything left for it. And there's a ton of copies of it. So all those things and the height of this book selling is $14. Like, that's not a good combination of things. The storyline is exceptional. I like the storyline, like the writing. I thought they did a great job. But that
I do want to pick up on JJ's comment about the boxing helmet, though.
Hey, what's up, Marv? What?
The boxing helmet cover. Think of this. Natalie Portman wore a helmet in Garden State. Natalie Portman played Leia's mom in the Star Wars universe.
This is what we're doing.
Connection?
Yeah,
maybe.
Michael.
Moving on.
Where's Leia's ring, though, that she cares so much about?
She couldn't get the ring because she bought the Grogu shirt instead.
We asked for it last week too early. Next week, we get the Mando. See, I thought they did a better job with the Grogu cover where they did the green backgrounds or whatever for 2. But we're getting number 1 Mando, the whatever cover nobody
gives second print.
Photo cover.
The laziest cover in the world is what that is.
We're also FOC, and so now it's Mando's girlfriend. I'm actually surprised that we never did anything with Mando's girlfriend. Like, I thought we were going to get that. Well,
I'm surprised Mando never did anything with his girlfriend.
I want to know her backstory.
What's that?
Nothing.
Tom, you want a backstory with everything, though.
Wait
because
until they
your
show back
backstory
up
is
in Book
interesting.
of Boba Fett season.
Oh, by the
2
way,
or
first,
Mandalorian
so you
season
guys
4.
know there's first appearances in this book. There's going to be at least 4.
Yes.
That doesn't mean anything, but
I mean,
You're
you
with
get-
me, Marv.
For people who like Cara Dune, this in here, right?
Yeah.
For reference.
I thought it was
Yeah,
4.
Karen.
Is this
Huh?
3 or 4? Is this 4?
This is 4.
This was
yeah.
4. This was Bryce.
you get girlfriend, you
Bryce
get Cara
Dallas
Dune, you
episode.
get
First
kid.
appearance of Cara Dune, yeah.
Who's the last? There's one more person you get in this.
You actually get the warlords that are on the
So 52. There's 52 first appearances. in
All
this.
the tribe people, all
tribe,
of
yeah.
People, yeah.
There
Yep,
People,
all of
Rice
them.
Fields, everybody. You'll get them all. All right.
Make sure to pick up that second print too, so you get Werner Herzog's first appearance.
Yeah. You'd like to see the baby?
This okay. All right.
And
Next
pay
up.
you for the child.
Oh, by the way, for number 4, sorry, I only showed one cover. There's 60 covers of this too. Here you go.
the middle
I
one.
want the land variant. I
Land variant's
love
disappointing.
land. Greg Land.
Ugh, I don't like it.
I like the
He
middle
looks
one.
weird. He looks short.
What- Which one's the Great Land?
The end one.
Try to pet
Third
the
one.
Really? Yeah, it does kind of look like he's taking a dump.
Yeah. And he looks like
he's
on
squatting.
the LaRocca for some reason.
Yeah,
He looks like John
what are you doing? You
Favreau.
take a dump. You
That's
squat.
not first appearance. First appearance of the daughter on the Lower Oka account, the deaf daughter. So there you go.
There you go.
Yep.
What about the little cat?
First cover of the cat right there.
Yeah.
Hey, the first cover of the blue shrimp.
No, it's not. There's a
The first
Star Wars
cover of the
event
Blue Shrimp.
in there.
Oh, that's
There's,
true.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
We have more?
there's more. There's also a virgin. So there's a Momoko, and then there's a Momoko virgin.
Which is a 1 in 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is,
Can,
right?
It's gonna be pretty rare. I mean, I
Well,
don't
it was only a matter of time before they pulled that crap on Star Wars.
yeah, can we stop with the just making the virgin variants of everything? Not every
Yeah.
piece of art requires a virgin version. Like the difference between the virgin and the trade dress.
I will
Doesn't-
have that comic in my
You
Hey,
got to justify all
not
that money
saying
they paid
anything,
Momoko.
whenever
when
I
people
say
thought she was
stuff,
going to be a popular
Troll
artist.
hit me. So I'm letting you guys do all the work here, all the heavy lifting. Go
Yeah.
ahead. Tell them what you think.
She's a terrible artist.
Not
No,
no,
I didn't
she's
say
not
that.
terrible art. I think that
That is
bad.
it.
Terrible art. Art's subjective, anyways.
She has
I mean-
some good stuff. You know, she's not terrible all the time.
Yeah, tell
I
that to
didn't
a
mean about
Spider-Man
her.
cover.
I meant in general about having 50 covers and then doing a virgin and non-virgin. All right.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's a 1 in 100 is just crazy, right? I mean, that's just a money grab.
Back to the old days. It's back to like we're going
They
back
do
to
that with all our
2000.
Well,
covers.
my
though,
wallet's
for
calling. I
Marvel.
will have that book
I
in
know,
my
and people are
possession.
going to buy it, and it's going to be expensive. And
Yes.
So just expect
And
it.
in
If you
4
like
years-
the cover, you're going to have to pay a lot of money for it. It's a 1 in 100. It's a Momoko. Good luck getting it for
Well,
$100. It's
it
gonna
also
be
depends. How,
150,
do we have any? There's probably store exclusives for this
I
still.
agree.
So then they're gonna get a bunch.
There's
of
a few
versions.
store exclusive, but it's not a ton. Like it's
Yeah,
Well,
but still,
I
every
can't wait for it.
store's gonna get
I can't wait
30
to
at least of that cover. And if they
30,
do a
30
virgin
is better.
version, they're probably gonna get at least 45 of the 1 in 100s.
Well, next
well,
issue, I'm more
500,
worried about. First, Fennec
40, you're
Shan,
gonna get 40 covers.
first
You're
return of
gonna get
Boba
40
Fett. That's what that matters.
40 virgins. 40 virgins. And that's before you complain that you have some that are damaged and they send you the damage back. So you probably get 50 virgins.
Yeah.
50 virgins. That's about 50.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep buying, and they'll keep making them. Yep, definitely.
It's just 50 virgins is
Joe's
50 virgins. Nobody like that? Nobody like the 50 virgins? Okay. All right. All right.
issue 5. That's all that matters to me.
Speaking of comics, let's get into it. So we were talking about in the chat or whatever, and we're like, hey, like I said, Wayseeker brought up the novel on the IG, and then we're like, hey, we should probably go back and review some of JJ's excellent list that he threw together. I'm going to cut it up and chop it up, and we're going to remind you of some of the first appearances for the High Republic characters. A lot of these books have gone. I mean, like we were talking about the Bake Off. The Bake Off book went back down to like $4 or $5, which is, if you needed the Bake Off book, is a time to get it. If it's at $5,
much money.
Yeah, I think it is.
I think it's cover.
below
So
cover
maybe-
price.
That's too much.
Yeah, $7.99 is the cover.
If you need one,
The point is that these are the characters that we imagine, just like 26. Content creators need shit to put out there. When these characters hit books, which some of them we know are going to, these books are going to go back up. We've already seen a little bit of a spike as soon as they released the Sav as a little girl cover. We saw that book go up, so we'll review that real quickly for you too, so that you get our first appearances. But we wanted to give you guys all a chance to buy cheap, because it's not about us. Like, look, man, we do love it when people sell books, no matter what, even if you are making 40 cents, as long as you're not ruining the hobby. But like, trying to get you guys books cheap so you're not overspending too is what we're about. So
plus
here
we
we go.
can fill content. We can spend 15 minutes debating between rings and t-shirts, and I don't think anybody else can do
I'm
that.
just anxious to see what these slides look like after Marco butchers them. I mean,
I butcher the shit out of these things. All right, here comes the pump. I hope you guys liked my intro.
I do like that.
Okay. All right. First up, so we're gonna start off with Sav. We know she's on. We saw a young version of her already on the cover. Did they say they did say in the solicitation that's her, right? Wayseeker?
Yep, it's her. Yep. And
Okay.
I think Maz comes in one of the stories too that had already said that.
Yeah, Maz. Remember, go ahead. So remember that she's the one that was that found Court and was trying to help him out. She's a badass. She is a fucking badass. I am looking forward to this. Hey, look, Pete, it's Jedi. Hey, Jedi Johnson. Good to see you.
I'm not Jedi.
Yeah, so like
First
time we saw her was in High Republic 8. She's a mother figure to Court and quite badass. She guards a temple all by herself, and she has some type of relationship with Maz. There is the 1 in 10 variant too, which if you guys were missing out on that, I would suggest you grab that one because you can find some of these 1 in 10 RIs pretty decently priced compared to what they were going for at one point. Just so this one, however, has started to already make its way back up the chart. I don't think it's going to see the highs they saw it during the pandemic. However, they're going to take a quick bump and fall back. This is one of our favorites. We've been talking about this character since the get. Anybody who knows the show knows that we love the Cook, that we love Porter Engle. I didn't exactly expect him to look like that, but still, this was actually the B cover is the one you see right here. His first appearance is in High Republic Adventures annual number, the 2021. Surprisingly, the B cover, which is actually probably one of the rare covers with him on it too, was not the cover that had ever been doing that great compared to the other ones. But I just don't think people knew that was him on the cover.
I still don't think people do because I still think the A cover goes for just as much as the B cover.
Yeah, but I mean, I like the B cover. I have all the covers, but I have a couple extra of the B covers because I really do like
the one with Porter on it.
We do know that they are doing a whole mini series in phase 2. I took this slide from almost a year ago, and look what JJ has there. Last point. We'll have his own comic mini series, phase 2. Look at JJ, just a master of making slides. For those people that are looking for the covers, I did include the online.com, whatever the hell.
It was IDW.
It was a convention exclusive.
Yeah, IDW.
Yeah, it was from the publisher.
Convention.
It was not a store exclusive. It was a publisher exclusive.
Publisher exclusive. There is the RI. That's not an RI 1 in 10, was it? No, it's just
they didn't come out with the 1 in 10 for this one.
No, it's an RE retailer, even though it's their own.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And there's the cover A on the left, which is I just never liked that cover either. I thought it was ugly.
What, you don't like Maleficent?
Yeah.
I don't know what Maleficent is, but no.
From
Disney.
Sleeping Beauty, the
Evil
Disney
princess.
queen, the bad guy.
Can't wait
Angelina
for
Jolie.
I'm so excited for Porter's story, man. Look, that whole group, I think to High Republic, in my opinion, that whole group, they still done an excellent job with, even though they killed Loden Greystorm. I think they did an excellent job when they did that. What's his name with his Firehounds are sweet. Next up, probably an underlooked book. If Tales of Villainy always had 2 covers, this is is it the B cover? Did they call it the B cover or did they just call it cover 2? I can't remember.
It's B cover. Yeah.
Star Wars Adventure 6, the B cover actually has her in the tube on the front of it. We all know the Santika family's famous. She was captured, and that's how they were doing all their paths. It would be around the time when she was getting captured is kind of where phase 2 is. So we assume that this might be a character we see again. Obviously, this is a book that was overlooked for the longest of times. Long time. Actually, I think till we put this list out, and I don't even think people were buying this book, you could still find it. The A cover's messed up though. Like the A cover's the one here on the left, which is
Luke and
Anakin and
Padme.
Anakin and Padme.
It's Francavilla too.
Yeah, it is. They were all Francavillas on the A covers.
The A covers, right? Yeah.
The sketch version of that.
But I mean, we know she's over 100 years old.
Oh,
it's been more than 100 years since she was taken, so I would assume that it's gonna happen somewhere. They're gonna mention this in phase 2. So
this is one that's probably gonna have a bigger pop than the other ones because this is still an look at book. But the A cover probably is all over the place and people skip over it all the time because it sucks. Anyways,
there's that.
And there's that. The Nameless. Now we're not, the Great Leveler. We're not gonna get into that whole thing, but the Nameless does show up here, and as JJ says here, a box does not count. Was that the box opening? The Great Leveler.
Yeah. See.
Apparently.
The D.
We do know we're prophesizing because I think they found out that the dang gear isn't exactly what they needed, but that they were right towards the end. They were doing a lot with the Nameless and the Great Leveler. Is kind of a huge buildup. I'd be extremely surprised if they do not get into the history of these as the main villainous things going on in the background, or at least we get a secondary story.
They already have announced they are.
They already did. Oh yeah, that's right, because they gave us the art of the Great Leveler and of the Nameless. So
yeah,
they're coming.
There's a whole series or a book on the Nameless, or the whole comic series. So it's coming in phase 2.
I always liked the 1 in 25 on this.
It's just so pricey. Still so pricey.
I
didn't get one. Couldn't find one for $25, and I wasn't willing to pay 50. And then it went up to 100 in like a week.
I should go see. Oh, hey, what's going on?
He's all right.
See if I got a second.
The lightsaber is a little too big.
Yeah, the lightsaber it's a little too coming at you.
Those ones where it's like, I think it's like, it's very ugly to me, and I think that's why I'm attracted to it. The B cover. You know that sometimes when you see art and you're like, wow, that's some ugly ass fucking art.
But it evokes something in you.
I don't think it's ugly. It just the lightsaber eats up the real estate and draws your eye.
Love the show. Dom's wrong. Hashtag Dom's wrong. Just ask Marco. Thank you for the 1999, Roddy.
Thanks, Roddy.
Thank you, Ronnie.
I'm gonna hit that 100 mark one day. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, for the whole run, yeah. I don't know what it is about that one. I was actually surprised that cover the B cover didn't do better than it actually did, but
you can still find these in the shop.
Yep, you can still find these tales in there.
The last
You're not going to be
right
able to as soon as this, which is surprising because they had. Remember, we did that thing where they showed us the concept art and Nameless, and I mean, you'd figure this would go crazy. Now, are people going to play this? You know, they're going to play the game too with 10. Right, we're gonna get that again.
We're gonna get it with 10 and 12 and
yep, they're gonna do it again. They're
all
gonna do
those ones are gonna pump them all. There's no doubt about it.
Yep.
Muddy the waters. Let's
muddy the waters. They need content, but that's what it is. That's the one you should get. The rest of them you should have anyways, but don't pay more than $1. No. All right, so this one actually has a couple. We originally did the father, but I think Rose's father in this one, which is number 1, Eye of the Storm. But also who's in it is, and by the way, it says parent of the year. What does it say? Marchand Rowe, father who Rose succeeded father of the year. So then I added this slide so we have both the A and B cover. Really like the B cover. By the grandma of the year, because the grandma is also a psychopath, and I have a feeling we know we're having the story of their family. So the grandma is the one that kind of got them all together. And this is her first appearance too. So
we all love Dom, Ronnie. We do.
Grandma's mother or grandma's grandma, we'll find out, is the one that's in the hand, the good Jedi. So we're gonna get and how they fall out of the
good graces.
So
I like the fashionable chopsticks she has in her.
This is also a book, Eye of the Storm. This is also a book that you can still find around.
You can find the 1 in 25 for like $15 online.
Is that what the red was? The one in 25 on this?
What?
It's the 1 in 25 on this.
I don't remember what the cover is, but I've seen them on.
Yeah.
15.
No, the red one's just the B. That's like the heavy metal.
Isn't there the 1 in 25 a yellow cover? Wasn't it yellow?
Oh, it might be the yellow cover. Yeah. No, that was for 2. That was the second. That was number 2. All right, Devin Lone Pop.
2 was the one where I had him chilling like on a throne.
A throne. Yeah.
Yeah, with the chain.
And then the variant for that was like a close up and almost like a Red Skull hold the cosmic cube kind of pose. Nobody knows what I'm talking about.
No,
it's in my head.
Rose lightsaber, because isn't that one he got from what's his name?
Loden,
yeah.
Should be the one he just stole from Loden.
That's the one he stole from Loden Greystorm when he killed him. Jabba the Hutt.
I don't think they ever explained it in the comics.
They did in the novel.
So if you're only reading, I know, but I'm saying if Frankie there's only reading the comics.
Yeah, Frankie's probably only reading the comics. Yeah. Yep. I don't know if Marchand Rowe is going to show up in this phase. I don't
think so. No, just the family. But once the family shows up, people are going to pump all the Rowe stuff again. So it's just a matter of time. Doesn't actually have to show up for all of the
because they're gonna say he's gonna show up. Yeah, because they don't read that. Yeah. All right, so War Bounty Hunter, Jabba. The reason why I put this here is because who doesn't like Lone Pop? And like she seems to show up fucking everywhere.
I will be shocked if she doesn't show up in the first novel. Like, Ireland is writing it. This is Ireland's character. Ireland's book is taking place on her home planet, right? And we know she lives forever. So, like, if Ireland doesn't somehow put her in that story and give her some backstory, I'll be shocked.
Frankie's got jokes.
So,
yeah,
personally,
we did.
I'm surprised they didn't show her anymore after they showed her like a couple little appearances here and there. I thought they were going to really push her. Because
I think they still are. I think they're just not overkilling her. I mean, she shows up. Yeah, I think they still are. There is a shit ton of covers for this.
Yep.
125 and the second print probably.
I wouldn't say shit ton. There's like 4.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, but still, 4 is still more than you need for any book.
Yeah, for like a one-off storyline, that's a lot.
I actually like her. Her was
one of the only
futuristic Blade Runner-ish looking.
Was it the only one of those one shots to get a second print too? Wasn't it?
Probably.
I don't think any of those characters.
And like event one shots, it's like, do we need that many? Probably not.
And of course, the second print has Lone Pop's favorite feeder, Sherford Jedi Johnson.
The
open up detachable
the Blade 2 jaw or I Am Legend thing.
But yeah, this thing has come down real hard, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's a decent long-term play because I do think she's one of the more interesting characters.
She's got a 9.8 on the cover.
There were a ton of them too because it was
9.8 for cheap.
It was out even before FOC that she was on the cover and in the book.
Jeez, Ronnie.
That's right.
Misa is not going to be in the Endo series. Misa.
Thank you for the $9.99, Ronnie. Thank you very much. Make sure you're following Ronnie. He's trying to get that Facebook thing going, which I hope he does. He's had some good.
Oh yeah. The RSS collectibles, so you can see it on his handle.
Yep.
That's not drink the super chat. All right, next up. Thanks, Ronnie. Next up, I just threw this guy in there because he's old and he's probably gonna show up.
Yeah, I had no idea why you threw this one in there. I didn't think it was.
Because he's old and he's probably gonna show up.
Yeah, I mean, because that's how this is right here. This is exactly what he was talking about.
To be fair.
Star Wars 20. This is Star Wars 26. This character right here, Star Wars 26. This character is going to show up. He's an old dude that eventually starts training some of the Star Wars on the Star Hopper. He will be there. His name is Tabak Pack, and he's completely fucking irrelevant. But
I don't know. Maybe he's related to Fin Fang Boom.
He's going to show up.
Who knows, right?
So, I mean, I don't know. Also, I really do. This is another one where I actually like the RI variant. It's really bright colors and really ugly. So
really,
the other thing,
I don't like it.
I don't like that one at all.
One thing to think about too, though, that we haven't covered. I don't know if it's in this thing or not, but there are council members from the High Republic era that we have not seen all of them in comics yet either. So.
Right.
Yeah. This actual 1 in 10, I actually got not too long ago. I got another copy because when this originally came out. Because it was in the back, people were like, "Oh, because it's the back end, it's going to be rare." So they were like trying to charge like $30 or $40 out the gate, and I bought it for $8 a couple months ago. So
wait, so JJ's got me thinking though. If we've got council members we haven't yet seen, are we going to have to start poring over all these old issues to see if they have some dude who looks like that in the background?
Think there's only been one or two.
There's only been 2.
I remember right.
Yeah,
I don't know.
They're in all those slides I made. So
he's going to be there too.
Here's the thing. Like, no influencers are like, you know what? Oppo Rancisis' first was in, like, whatever this book, and, like, let's pump that one up. For some reason, those weren't really ones that anybody ever gravitated to. And so because they weren't main people, and they weren't, like, they're more, like, book characters that were more important.
Well, this is okay, so part of the problem is High Republic #1 has a lot of them motherfucking counselors in it, like, the people that were on the council in it, and a lot of the older guys in it, so... Like, that book is already, like, a bunch.
Well, there's one. Right, who's the one that was, like, there's, like, a co-Grand Master with Yoda, and I can't remember his name. That's in the High Republic, but he's the only important one you see in the comics, really.
And he comes out in High Republic #1, I think.
Right.
Was it number 1?
Yeah, I think
it's in these slides. If you
Probably.
it was in the other slides, not these redones. I didn't bring them back out. No, I didn't. I put in Geode because we know that Geode is a popular character, and I'd be surprised if they did not. I mean, if you follow any one of the High Republic writers, if you follow them on Instagram, like Geode comes up once a month. So I'd be surprised if they didn't do something on him. He is number 6.
Is he that old of a rock monster?
Huh?
Is he that old of a rock monster?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you can retcon him into anything you want. Be like, see this rock back here? That's Geode.
Right, but I thought he was this rock. No, that's not him.
No. That's him over there.
Hey, Ryan, send me the picture of that. It also's got Obachek Gill in it too, the guy that falls asleep all the time.
Yeah,
This was cool. Use all these idiot he was an idiot character. Either way, it's got a RI 1 in 10. That's pretty cool. The A cover is really cool too, and it's got a bunch of people that you can probably like. You got the Sleeping Jedi and the Rock in this one, pretty much.
Talpoto was in there. That could be one you see.
Yeah, maybe Talpoto. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, Leox. All
Yeah,
right.
Drugs. I don't think he lives that long. And here's the one that I love. Wayseeker told me. You don't think they're going to show up? No, Wayseeker. What I'm telling you is this book is going to be $5 in 6 months. How'd that
You're right about that.
I don't think they're going to show
You're right
up.
about that, but I still think these people are going to show up. Like,
100%. The gardener and the little rat weasel, and Griswell are definitely going to show up. This book has now dropped to awesomely terrible levels, but it's going to 100%. This book's going to. Like, I think, what was it? At one point, the A cover was going for like $30 and the B cover was going for 60 or 70.
Oh, the RI was going for an easy 80. Yeah,
$80.
And it's because there's not that many of those RIs. But like the
I don't know. Well, yeah, maybe not. It was an expensive book. $8, wasn't it?
Yeah, $8 book for a bake off. This thing was. I can't imagine there's a ton of the 1 in 10. I mean, there's a good number.
I think there is because at this point, this series was hot. So, and it's only a 1 in 10.
Everybody wanted the secret recipe for
Yoda's, whatever it was. Yeah.
Look, don't worry about 10 years from now. This book is going to be on fire even more. People will be hunting this down and be back up where it was.
We're going to have a whole movie on Fambola.
Exactly. The Bake Off.
On Fambola the Gardener. Yep. We're going to do that. Okay. This isn't Game of Thrones.
That one.
No, we're going to have a whole movie on Clark W. Griswold.
Nice.
He's going to take his family.
I think if those two were so important, they wouldn't have stuck them in like the Jedi nursing home.
Yeah, they did. They stuck him in the Jedi nursing home.
Doesn't he look like the creature from Scooby Doo? The one creature, the robot.
The robot. Like the guy in Scooby Doo, the way they take the mask off at the end. Oh, it wasn't him in the haunted.
You ran the old amusement park.
Oh no, you didn't.
Oh,
you did. You could get the A cover for about $5.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Ooh. Okay. 65. Yep. Oops. Yeah, it's 65.
That's why that's
a lesson learned, Ronnie.
That's you learn and you know that hopefully you get a chance to sell that thing if it goes up.
Yeah, if it goes back up, sell it and then buy it back when it's cheap. All right, TY, because I think right around now is when the prices are going to stick when they fall back down, and they might fall even lower, but they are going to take a bump. TY Yorick, we are doing this because she's definitely having a story. Yes, Wayseeker.
Yep. She's having like the Tales of the Rancor, right?
Oh yeah,
she has a feature story in the Tales of the Rancor.
But there's still more things in here too that I think we could see down the road, like Calcis. I think that's I think there's
who the hell's Calcis?
Callus?
He's too young.
Claius.
Oh, Claius. Like,
Claius. No, I understand what you're saying, JJ. That he's too young in this, but I think
too young.
This eventually,
She's too young to show up very much in there.
She is too young, but she is good. But we all know she's coming out in the fall.
Yeah, he's too young too.
And right when the High Republic's coming out, she's going to get her own story or getting in that Rancor story. So somebody's going to push it. It's just going to get pushed.
I do think Callias is important though, because I think Scott's going to keep, as long as he keeps writing High Republic stuff, it's going to keep tying back into that whole Bogan's vault and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, yep.
What's going on, Sean? Darth Vader, glad I brought those one. Come out, okay.
Which free comic book day one?
The one that came out after it.
Like the manga
one? Trade paperback. And then there was 2. There was the manga.
There was the 2 free comic book days.
Yeah.
She wasn't in either
I
of them.
don't think she was in it.
Yeah, I think he's joking, guys.
Okay.
Only seen. Oh, I put in Killer Croc because if I don't put in Killer Croc, people. But Killer Croc, Darth Crawl, Sith Lord. Will he be in there? Maybe not.
No, he won't. But that doesn't mean it's not going to get pushed, right? I mean, that's the point of this.
Well, they're pushing him on covers. He's on one of the Sprouses covers, the lightsaber covers.
Yeah. But he's saying in Phase 2 of High Republic.
Well, maybe.
No.
You
What he's saying is this a character that's going to get pushed? Yes, because it's the only Sith that people know. So as soon as they even start to hint that there's a Sith or anything like it, people are going to start pushing.
But that doesn't mean he's actually going to do anything.
Right. Any of this shit's going to actually happen. We just know that from. Hey, I'm sorry. Did anybody read Star Wars 26? So what I'm just saying is, like,
I think eventually what's going to happen is they're going to have to tell the story of how the Sith. I mean, the full story, not just like the couple pages we got. They'll have to tell the full story of how the Sith sealed away the Dringear.
Yeah.
I hope to God we don't get a whole Dringear arc again. But
no,
I have to tell that story eventually, I think.
Yeah. I think it will. I don't think it's going to be in the Phase 2, but I think 5 years on the road. But I mean, we saw this with Kenobi. We saw one Inquisitor. They're like, "Oh, go buy all these Inquisitor books." I'm like, "You're pushing a Inquisitor that's way dead 5 years before Kenobi came out, and the prices went way up." And I'm like, "That Inquisitor dead. It ain't showing up. Like they're not going to break canon with the Inquisitor that died 5 years ago." So it doesn't matter if they're going to show or not.
Well, you also do remember that, and I'm just going to put this out there that around this time too, like Star Wars eventually had what's his name? The Trinity. It was Kiwi or not Kiwi? What's her name? What's the one girl?
Avar.
Avar Christ, and then it was Geo, and who was the third guy?
You mean Elgar?
Ellen Geos.
Geos.
Man.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who you're talking about.
Remember, Elmo Man showed up in while High Republic was going on. He showed up in the main Star Wars title.
He did, yeah. Man did show up.
Just to have that type of weird shit where they do that, it just doesn't. I mean, it's Star Wars, so I'll get all that. Absolutely. But that's it. We watch it. Those are books that pretty much have all fallen off, and we have a feeling that most of them, at one point or another, over the next 6 months, are going to get a healthy pump. So if you
there's gonna be more, like I told Marco, the one I think it might go up is that Shug Draber, like the pilot for the Halcyon. We know he has his ship goes back to the Battle of.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's a
know his backstory, but nobody wants to know because they have to put the Halcyon legacy in somehow.
Yeah, I mean, we could do a follow up of 5 characters that I didn't put in the slides this week.
Listen, you know what's going to happen? You're going to have some obscure character that's going to wind up. The books are going to be going up in value. You're trying to figure out why, and that's what's going to happen in this second wave.
Yeah, we're not gonna have to try to figure it out. It's because people are trying to sell comic books. That will be your answer.
I don't think she'll be a Sith. I think.
I don't. Frank's asking this. I don't think she's gonna be a Sith either. I really don't think she's gonna be.
Too predictable.
I think she's just gonna leave.
I think she's gonna
leave, but I don't think she'll be a Sith.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, great. By the way, to go back all the way to the toys, the Funko Pops.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys are willing to buy, they have a lot right now. $700.
All the lost 20 are Sith, Frankie. Just so you know.
Yep.
She has a lost 20.
She leaves. So we don't know why she leaves.
Funny, but that doesn't mean you're going to be a Sith.
$700. So in that lot of pops, Dom, do I get a decent looking ASM 129 mixed in there too?
No, you actually get free lunch at Giant Stadium and the sushi roll. I don't know, $700.
How am I going to get to Giant Stadium?
That's
pretty far from.
Yeah, it is. It is. I'm with you. I'm right there. So okay.
Road trip.
Let's do it.
All right, me and Tom going across.
But yeah, all those books, like you buy them now or you wait. Once they get pushed, just wait 9 months.
Not buy them when they get pumped up. Just wait.
That's the whole point of this: is don't buy them when they get pumped.
Either buy them now
right now, if you can find them cheap, or wait until Phase 2 is over. Because when Phase 2 is over, they're probably going to go right back down to where they are right now.
Or watch Pete's Hidden Gems. He's going to have about the High Republic and his Hidden Gems.
I haven't done Star Wars on there yet.
All right. Either way, so that was just a quick list so that you guys have a couple books to go grab real quickly, cheap, and you can stop asking about Star Wars 26. All right. Next up, Wayseeker put us together. This is Wayseeker's first.
What about the latest issue of Star Wars?
27 coming out?
No, the one that came out. The last one that came out, not the one that's coming out.
The 26, yeah.
Is that the number? Just messing around. What are we going to next?
Next is Wayseeker. Give him a little bit of props. He put together his first slide action and whatever. It's the D23 Expo, the ultimate Disney fan event. What does Wayseeker hope happens?
Yeah, this is my hope. So we'll get down to. So there's two real big segments, right? If you're a Star Wars fan that you care about, you got Friday, you got a game showcase, right? And we know the new or whatever Lucasfilm games or whatever they're called now, that they don't actually make games, but they're in charge of games, is going to be showcasing. So what do we think is going to be there that could be Star Wars related? This is what I hope, right? The DLC content, I think, for Star Wars Lego is probably a lock. Like, that's going to happen. And then I think we'll probably get, I put these in order, I think we'll probably get some news about Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I hope we get a trailer.
That would make sense. Yeah.
I think we'll at least get a release date, but I really hope we get a trailer. With all the books and all that stuff that have been announced, we should get something there. And what I'll be really fascinating to see is if they give us anything on Star Wars Hunters. Is Star Wars Hunters dead? Like, is it going to be one of these games that is soft launch and goes nowhere, or not? And we'll find out. I think if they give us nothing at D23 about Star Wars Hunters, not even a word, not even like anything,
then most likely it's
a bad sign.
Probably
the only thing
in limbo forever.
The only thing I doubt about them giving you much on that is I think it's going to be more up to Nintendo. Nintendo puts very tight lips on stuff that they have exclusives to, and like they don't let it get too far outside of their when they do crap, I can't remember the name of them, but the Nintendo quarterly things they do, which are streams, like live stream events. They usually don't let that get too far outside
on mobile. Like, I played the game. I've played the game for the last 10 months, right?
For Hunters, yeah, because they already got
the Hunters has been on mobile. It's been out in the East, and if you know how to get into soft launch games, you can get it.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
So, I mean,
I don't know.
I get that it's a Nintendo exclusive for that, but it's also a mobile, and it's been out. So, like, if they don't show anything when you can actually just download the game by changing your region on your iPhone, I don't know. I mean, that to me says they pushed it back 3 times already. Like, it was supposed to be out spring of this year. The novel they've had to push back 3 times. The novel's done. Like, the author has said the novel's been done. So, like, if we don't get anything, are they going to? Is it how you can only push soft launch games for so long?
Maybe why they're pushing it back is for this, is for D23.
It's not. It's not, like I said, the game. It looks good. It's just not a game that draws you in. I don't know if you've played it, JJ.
No, I haven't bothered to download it on mobile.
You play it and it's fun, but it's not like a game where you want to go back and you have to pick it up every day. Like, and as a mobile game, like, that's just so necessary.
That's what you really need. You need that habit forming.
Yeah, so maybe they'll fix that. I don't know.
Quickly though, but isn't it like a 4 hour? Isn't it an hour and like a 3 hour block for both Marvel and Disney, right?
It's Marvel, Disney, and Star Wars are all being there, and so I know we're gonna get, Marvel's gonna have a ton of stuff. Midnight Suns and Snap. Disney's gonna have Mirrorverse, all those games, and they have more than just DLC content for.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So what do we got here?
So this is the poster that they came out with this week, and there's been a lot of talk about what is on the poster and what it all means, and if everything is leading up to something or if it's just random, right?
Dumbo's okay, so we could go over the Star Wars stuff, but it's got the starfighter that looks like Mando's in there on the left, right?
You got Mando's on the left, yeah.
You got Slave One or Boba Fett's fire spray, as it says.
I had to put fire spray to get Dom mad.
You've got something that looks like it's been spray painted by Sabine.
Do I see the Firefly class Serenity on there somewhere? No.
You've got an X-wing. You've
Yep.
got what else do we have in here?
You got Grogu there, right?
The Rebel balls that Luke fought with and Grogu.
And then right above Mickey, you have the Fulcrum or Ahsoka symbol, right above Mickey's head.
Yeah.
So we could have made this content. We could have had like a little highlights game. That
Yeah,
we
but
could
you
have
also,
played and
but you
did
also
a contest. Everybody find all of these things on the poster. And turn it in.
At the right,
Like
The
a scavenger
individual
hunt.
prize.
a little symbol.
Oh, yeah, there's this training droid too. But you also got like Buzz Lightyear, which it's weird because
Yeah,
it just
you have other Disney property on the D23.
Yeah. No, I know, but it seems like but Disney property stuff that already had happened, like that just happened last year.
Yeah, I don't think there was a lot of, like Wayseeker said, there was a lot of decrypting this on the internet. I don't know that there's much there to decrypt, but like they just kind of made a bunch of symbols of everything.
Pete the Magic Dragon's making a comeback. I mean, are we really bringing Mulan back for the third time?
Hey, Mulan 2. You never know.
Okay.
Who knows? But there's a lot of people talking about it. But it's interesting to see what they included on there. And there has been a lot of speculation.
Well,
Based on every one of these symbols.
The crazy thing is that some of the stuff they put there, it could be just there for certain things, but like they're like, I know it's Marvel, but look at Spider-Man, right? Disney relationship with Sony, having Spider-Man put in the castle, that's a big thing. Because you moving forward, Spider-Man is going to be part of Marvel moving forward. So that is a big that definitely is huge there. But the Star Wars stuff,
I don't know. Word salad.
What? Word salad?
Spider-Man's gonna be a big thing.
Word salad?
That was word salad. You said
He had 3 movies. He's been in Avengers movies.
Spider-Man's in the poster because that's a big thing. Because Spider-Man, because Marvel,
basically
Spider-Man's in the poster,
Disney, D23, they do Disney stuff. They have not talked about Spider-Man and D23s in the past. It's a Sony property.
No,
Spider-Man.
No, they didn't because
games.
Sony has film rights to it.
Yeah, film rights. I'm talking about games.
They don't own Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man, but that looks like a movie picture.
Yeah,
right
but
there.
Disney's got to promote Spider-Man. Disney
know,
has
they
the money
get
in
it.
it. They
All right.
Sony.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Sony takes a cut out of all
So-
that stuff.
Frankie, what's the new name for Slave One? Is the Fire Spray. That's the official name for Slave One now.
Oh, it's still Slave One. Don't do that.
Just to make that bad.
It's Slave One. It is
did
Slave
change that
One.
one.
It will always be Slave
right.
One.
Done with the poster. Next up. All
So
right.
here's the big thing. Like this is the epic 2 hour. What are they? Isn't that what they call it? Epic, or what was the word they were using for something they're only given 2 hours for?
Yeah.
We get a 2 hour block for all
three.
Yeah, but
All
for all
three.
three.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
why
So
hour and a half is 2 hour block. Okay.
I
you
think they're
can't
getting
do that
30 minutes.
much. So like my expectations are relatively small. I know people want like 75 announcements for everything. Basically, what I want to see are updates of things that are coming out before Celebration.
Mhm.
And so that's what I have here for I want a new Andor trailer that's official.
Final one. So that'll be the final Andor trailer we get.
Final
right?
one, right?
Mhm.
I want to get the official Bad Batch release date. I know there's a date that's floating around there.
So with the new Andor trailer, that's going to have some of the repurposed stuff that we've already seen, right?
Right.
Yeah. I don't.
Of course.
I think what they'll do if they cut that will be they'll cut up the first 10 minutes thing they did.
Yeah.
For the Rogue One show.
That thing.
Yep.
Mhm.
I agree. I think it's just going to be a minute of that 10-minute thing, and that's it. But whatever. Just get it out there
Or
so
give
they
us-
can plaster it everywhere.
Yeah.
That's fine. I want an official release date for Bad Batch. I know everybody's speculating it's September 28th, but Disney is not putting it on their schedule. It wasn't on the September schedule. There's all the rumors out there.
I ask you a
Make it
question.
official.
If they give us a date, are they going to do still frames of a couple shots too for the
Yeah,
animation?
they'll do whatever. Give us the date.
Okay.
I want to see release dates and teasers for both Mando and Tales of the Jedi.
We know Mando's coming out in February.
We hear
Yeah, there
that
might be a
too.
date.
We also heard Tales of the Jedi's coming out in the
2023.
fall, which I have a hard time believing that. Like, just
It's
the
the fall
fall's
now.
packed. Like,
It's the fall now. Exactly.
It's the fall. We have Andor and Bad Batch. You're gonna have 3 shows at once. Like, we'll find out. But I want that, and I want some news about this cartoon. Like the Star Wars High Republic cartoon, to me is, I'm hoping it's going to be like Spidey and His Amazing Friends, just going to be introducing some characters, whatever, fun.
Shorts.
Well,
You're
like-
talking about shorts.
Who are those characters? Is it? I mean, I assume it's going to be characters we know, but
You don't
I
want it
wanna
to
know-
be like the Galactic Bake Off?
You think it's going to be that close? I think that's far off. I think that's wishful thinking.
What, the cartoon?
Yeah.
But the cartoon's supposed to come out
This
in the
is
spring.
wish. This is his wish list. This is wishful thinking.
This is my wish list. They say the
I-
spring.
I-
They're going to do it in the spring. Give me just the characters.
Yeah, I think that's yeah. I get it, but I think that one's a little bit further off than the other
That
one.
might be
What's further down the list?
Yep.
Okay,
And then the last thing
I
I
see what you
really,
did
really
here.
hope. I hope we get an official movie announcement. Give us something. Like, not this, like, we have a movie coming out in 2023 still. Like, that's not happening. We know that's not happening. Like, give us a name. Like, is it one of those 3 circle names that JJ had in his news from, like,
like the code name or whatever? Yeah, sure.
That they trademarked? Give us a name for that movie, and like
the writers and who's in
the writer, the director, and whatever. Just, it's time for us to get a Star Wars movie update. That's my wish list. That's what I want to see. That's the only real news that I want. I think we're going to get something else that's not on my wish list, but I'll leave Dom to like talk about what his wish list is.
But this is like a wish list of reality.
We've got more Grogu shirts and rings to sell you guys.
But that's my wish list. And if we get those things, I think you can. That's it. I don't need anything from the Acolyte. Anything that's going to come out after Celebration, like leave that for Celebration. Give me this stuff.
Right I think all these are very reachable, excluding the cartoon. I think you're it's not going to happen.
Really? I feel like the movie's more of a far-fetched at this point. I
have a feeling they're going to say, "Hey, we've talked about it. We do, and we have a movie, and this is who's writing it, and it will be in whatever." I mean, they're going to mention the movie. They're going to mention we're bringing movies back. They have to. It's been a big issue. It's been brought up at a bunch of different places to them. So I
actually think the one you'll be most surprised by is I think Tales of the Jedi will drop before the end of this year. I only think that because it's an anthology, right? So you don't really have to worry about it being episodic and running over other content.
Maybe November.
No, but if they don't have other content to run, why would you want to waste?
Same thing with Visions, they drop it out later.
I know, but just run it between. Like, run it after and/or in between Mando. If Bad Batch comes out in September, it's gonna be over by the end of the year.
Well, you got 16 episodes, maybe possibility that you don't know for Bad Batch.
Probably 16 episodes at the most, right?
Well, Bad Batch will probably also do one of those mid-season finale splits, and then
I don't think it'll run over
later.
I don't think they'll care that it runs over Bad Batch or anything else. Like it's a watch it at your leisure type of thing, just like Visions was. Like,
but there's a dead period. There's going to be a dead period.
Yeah,
in January and February. Just like fill that dead period. No rush.
They probably have that. I mean, that's a dead period for Star Wars, but it's a dead period for all of Disney Plus.
You got Marvel stuff that's going to be.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's Marvel stuff also in this window too. Like we're scattering over, so they want to keep subscribers and they want to keep their.
This is a really tall batch because if you think, like every presentation you have here, we're looking. I mean, even if you keep it to like 5 minutes a piece, which is short, it really is short for a presentation, especially if they're going to show a trailer.
Yeah, you can't do 5 minutes. It's going to take them 5 minutes between changeovers.
I actually
the other shit down, walk people off,
they're going to introduce a few things.
Else walks out.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so what's your wish? Let's hear Dom's wish.
My wish list.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Well,
I know one.
No, I'm not. Listen, I'm not gonna go stay long. I have my wish list. 3 things. That's it. My wish list is definitely. I would like to see them do a Book of Boba Fett too.
We should have played Family Feud with this. We should have had Dom's options, and we all should have guessed. Let's see Boba Fett season 2.
Well, just because he can redeem himself. You know, and people.
100 people surveyed.
The first season was very off the wall, but I would like that to happen. That would make me happy if they had that. I would like to see that if they go make that. Second, I would like to see an Obi-Wan season 2. An Obi-Wan season 2.
Lord,
I would like to see because
let's see Obi-Wan season 2.
You know,
so quickly.
No, I definitely because I want to see more of the story. You know, more after he wound up talking to Qui-Gon and becoming more of Obi-Wan we knew from.
Yes, but Dom, part of it is these are things you're going to say at D23, not just a wish list.
Let him go 3. Let him go.
I want to hear the list.
We surveyed 100 people who know Dom and asked them what he thinks he would like to see it.
I have no idea what 3 is. I had a good idea what 1 and 2 is, but I have no idea what Dom is.
I'm going to go back. The fact is that what I want to see, I know it has nothing to do with Boba Fett. I would like to see Luke, Han, and Leia make their way in an episode of the Book of Boba Fett. Again, finally get all 3 of them back on the screen together. I would like to see that if they do that.
One of them's dead.
Because it's still
we're talking about
There's no way in hell
anyway,
they're gonna do that.
But anyway, that's a
Okay.
little far-fetched.
Do you want to see an announcement of that? Like, you think that's an announcement? Like, what? That's not.
No, but I would love to see that.
I know you want to see that, but what are they going to do with D23?
Stop. Okay, what's number 3, Dom?
Number 3, I'd like to see
3.
some kind of some more still or maybe information of Skeleton Crew.
All right. Yeah, that's fair.
That's actually reasonable.
That's fair.
I think it's reasonable. Reasonable.
Now I think we might get a Book of Boba Fett 2.
Yeah, it's called Mando season 3.
And I think we might get an Obi-Wan
Good answer.
season 2.
Good answer.
But like, those aren't on my wish list. But they make so much money. Like, I would.
Oh, they're gonna do.
Well, the last episode, if you really think about it, the last episode, the Book of Boba Fett, the ratings were higher than Mando's. The end of the season of Mando, so
Dom,
it was higher ratings.
Let me explain something to you, though, Dom.
If Frankie wants a new Ewok movie, what are our thoughts on that?
Something to you, Dom.
No.
If they do both, the Book of Fett number 2 and Obi number 2, it's not to redeem it. It means they think those two things were fucking successful. So you're going to get more biker kids, nonsensical bullshit.
You might get a
term
they weren't on bikes.
Successful is relative to what you're thinking good. That's not true. They were successful.
That was Senior,
especially Obi-Wan. They were very successful.
You might get a grittier Boba Fett because Tamir Morrison has come out and said that he wants to go back to Boba, and they listen to him. You know, they listen to the actors and they listen to the fans a majority of the time.
I think we might get season 2. I think we will get season 2 of Boba Fett. I think Obi might. I don't think that's announcement's coming yet. I think that's like years away.
Yeah, I
it's
think
going to be a couple years out.
But I think it will happen probably years away because it made so much money and what Disney's
gonna. One thing
if you're gonna drop real quickly, if you're gonna drop Mando 3, don't you wait for Boba Fett Book of 2 later?
No, but you drop Book of Boba Fett is the code name of Mando season 4 that they're working on, like they did with the Mando season 2 back in the day. The 3 they had Boba Fett. They surprised everybody by putting it in between.
They still had a book. They still had a Mando season 2.
They did. I'm saying after season 2, the season 3. So look, season 3 was supposed to drop last year, not drop where it's dropping in February. So they had Book of Boba Fett.
I can't.
No. That's season 3.
I just can't follow confusion.
I mean, I think it would be next
Mando season 3, and we are having a Mando season 3. They did say there was another project that turned out to be Book of Boba Fett. So if they said they're having a Mando season 4,
but Book of Boba Fett season 2, if the possibility, could be another code in for something else that they were doing, and it'll just drop in December of next year.
It's not going to come that quick. No way. But I mean,
why would they code name it though?
Why? What? Huh?
I think we have projects up through 2023, 24 already announced, like through Acolyte. So like you could see the next project being Book of Boba Fett season 2.
When Book of Boba Fett was dropped, they dropped it at the end. They didn't say it in the investment call. They dropped it at the end of the season where it dropped.
Any investment call? We already discussed this before about investment calls. It's not what investment calls are for.
I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again.
Already had season 1 out. You just don't need the secrecy again.
We're all looking too far ahead. Let's get excited for Andor, which is coming. I'm going to worry about what might be announced for 3 years down the road.
Yeah, I can't wait to see her story.
I think all of this, excluding the cartoon, is very feasible on the Wayseeker's end. The Dom end.
I disagree. I don't think you'll see much on
what?
The movies.
No, I'm not saying. No, this is what I'm saying. You get KK come out. KK goes, I know that there's been a lot of talk lately. A lot of people have missed the movies. I'm telling you, we have this writer working on it. We are reinstating movies this date. That's all they're going to say, and that's the movie.
I don't think you get that much.
I think they've learned to not do that.
I don't think they have.
You don't think we're going to
do dates out there, and then they have to
do a Marvel building
date because
it's funny.
It's Celebration. They still promoted like the possibility of a movie coming out in 2023.
The possibility.
Yeah,
Ryan Johnson.
That was a general statement about the possibility of a movie.
Every time Kennedy, he tells her, "I'm still working on that trilogy." Yeah. So, like, hey, it's
that's like George R.R. Martin telling me the 6th book is still coming. Like, I get it, yeah, but it's not really enough.
You don't think they're gonna have a whole storyboard with all the Star Wars projects that they did with Marvel? Like they have all those things. You think they'll do that?
Not after they fucked that up that last time.
I think we're missing some of the most obvious announcements. We'll probably be
give it to
Halloween
us.
Special 2022.
Yes, Halloween Special. Yes.
And then we have heard all of Jack Crap on. If you want to talk about cartoons, we've heard all of Jack Crap on Droid Story.
Yeah, Droid Story is gonna be live action.
Yeah.
They have to have something done on that. If
Live
it's
action.
just concept or stills or something.
If
Or
they're
they
still
just
doing
scrapped
it.
it.
If they're still doing it.
And if it's not way
So
down
maybe
the
we
road.
won't hear anything about it. Maybe we'll hear it got scrapped.
Remember, some of those projects are like still like 6 to 8, like that whole
What
big,
about the Lando series?
Well, she's updated. I mean, that's been an update. They're just saying they said
Yeah.
whenever what's his name has a free time in the schedule.
Free time period.
That's
not an
5
update.
years from now.
There's
Yeah.
certain things like that you're going to be waiting on the creative team and the actor before you really get an update. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's like me saying, you know what? I'm gonna buy a Star Wars 35-cent variant for $100 as soon as I find one. That's
What?
the update.
$100 for what?
Yeah,
but I think
It
they'll
might
focus more on things they can control, like Tales of the Jedi, like Droid Story, things like that, where they actually, you have to have animators and animation and all that has to be done. I mean, people don't understand.
Hey, JJ,
Unless you're
Droid
South
Story is
Park,
gonna
you
be live
usually have to
action.
do it way freaking in advance, like more so than actual live action shows.
right.
In a lot.
No,
I
think
mean,
the
I
Droid-
think we're gonna get still shots of Tales from the Jedi, so that's one. I mean, remember, we're getting like 35 minutes here, guys. I mean,
Hey, JJ, I thought the Droid Story is live action.
Is it live action?
no,
I don't
I
know,
thought it
live
was.
action.
I
I
thought it
don't
was
know what it
animated.
is.
oh, I think
Well,
it's animated.
I was assuming CGI animated.
Yeah,
not-
well,
Or like
not
the
like-
Clone Wars and stuff like that.
But we're still adding.
I don't
okay,
know, but I don't think it's live action.
No,
I was in my head. I was picturing like Love, Death, and Robots, kind of.
even if we
Oh.
give them 45 minutes, guys, that's a lot of. I mean, if we just do the Andor trailer,
Whoa! Why do you think you're getting 45 minutes? I think that's pretty
But you're also,
presumptuous.
I think we're also presuming that everything Lucasfilm in that 35 minutes is going to be Star Wars. There's Willow.
oh yeah, we still got
There's-
Willow.
Yeah, I mean, there's other stuff
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
that-
That's what I was trying to get at.
will be there too.
No, the
Indiana
Alien
Jones
series
5.
for Hulu.
Even if we
The
get
Alien series for
45 minutes of
Hulu.
Lucasfilms, we still and we get an Andor trailer. Okay, so we're eating up 5 minutes. Then we're getting a
Mhm.
Bad Batch release thing. We're eating up another 5-6 minutes there. That's we're 10 minutes in. We get some stills of Tales from the
No,
Jedi.
wait. Add
How-
another 5 minutes for all the changeover in between those segments.
Yeah, that's another 20. So we're at 20 minutes. Then the 5 minutes in between that, we're at 25 minutes. Then we still got to go Willow, Indiana
Indiana
Jones,
Jones.
because we know those two things are coming. So that's another 10, 12 minutes there. We're at our 45 minutes.
And
That's
there's
what
probably going to be
I-
some other
you can't
weird ass
have-
thing we don't know about. Like, hey, we're going to adapt some books.
Yeah,
we-
or
we
there could be
purchased
another
rights
Lucasfilm
to-
announcement like Willow that's not Star
Well,
Wars
this is
related.
supposed to be the studio. This is all supposed. This 2-hour block is literally supposed to be animation, movies, and TV. So
I have no idea why they try to jam it into 2 hours when there's like
'cause
nothing
they-
else
remember last-
interesting.
last- from 2 years ago when they put 50,000 fucking titles up there and never got to any of them.
Like-
Yeah, Disney Plus Day where it seemed like Luke. I think what was the Disney Plus Day? What was it? 2021 or 2020? Where it like
2021.
stuff started to leak out a little bit, and Lucasfilm seemed like they were all pissed off about it. So then they pulled everything back. We got like almost no Star Wars news on that Disney Plus Day.
That's 2021. Yeah.
The final chapter in the American Graffiti trilogy.
That's actually awesome.
Whatever
but-
happened to Bob
I'm like, I
Falco?
love that.
But this should be 4 hours. Like it should be split up. This should be 4 hours. Like whoever does D23 and like you look at like the schedule, they have like the afternoons like
Yeah.
devoted to like Discovery. And like nobody's going to
If you do
Discovery.
like
They're gonna
Indiana
come
Jones
out.
5 too, you're
They'll
probably
have
going to
Kevin
trot out
Feige
what
come out, Kevin
Ford or
Feige will
something
come out.
out there.
Kathleen Kennedy will come out.
Should it be that, or should they have it reduced to 35 minutes and only give us a little bit? Because it's like the last time we gave you guys a shit ton, it's been taking us 3 years to correct it.
But if you're giving me 3 days, if I'm going to D23, I'm going there for 3 days. Like I'm paying the money to go for 3 days. Like I want more than 35 minutes. I get that for people that go online, but if I'm going to D23 and it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and it costs what, $400, $500 probably to go to this thing.
Well, it's also traditionally more about the amusement parks than it is anything
Right.
else.
I actually think what's going to happen is that they're going to really surprise us with the Star Wars stuff because they haven't since that
Right.
investment call time. There's
They
going to be
don't
some
think
good Star Wars stuff. That's it.
I have a
That's
prediction.
it.
Every single one of us is going to be disappointed after
I think that's the
D23.
best prediction yet.
That's my prediction.
I don't think so.
We're all going to be
I
disappointed.
don't think so because
if we
Andor
get
doesn't
anything
matter. Even if we don't get the 10-minute thing, Andor's still coming. So
Yeah, no, yeah.
Like,
well, that's got nothing. Like, I think that has nothing to do with the fact of D23 maybe
I
disappointing.
didn't pay anybody to go D23. I'm not expecting. My expectations.
I didn't say all of Star Wars is going to be disappointing. I said D23 is going to be disappointing.
Are we gonna get?
I agree with both sentiments, though.
Are we gonna get the Halcyon Legacy 2 or something? Is that the other thing we're gonna get?
What will they install at the hotel?
We've got a
this year that
second
will make it worth my
hotel.
$8,000.
We're actually building a real live Death Star.
By the way, time out. You guys are forgetting they're also going to promo because releasing that day is behind the scenes of Obi-Wan. And what's the other thing? So you got to add that shit in there too.
But I mean, they're not gonna promote that on day 2.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think so. That'll drop the day before. They ain't gonna promo that.
00, I read that in a Paul Heyman voice. I hope you are not offended.
I think that's more. I agree with basically like there may be a quick blurb about that, but like the book of Boba Fett making of thing, all that stuff, they pretty much just threw it out there. They didn't really make a big deal out of it. So
Oh, Monkey Island. I'd be down for Monkey Island.
When was the last time it was?
they do it for every show.
They did it. One of the background things, it was at an event they had already mentioned. Then they did a little preview show thingy on it. So I think that would be amazing. I know, right? Yes, I really think. Yeah. Well, we banned him from you. He didn't used to be really thinking. He used to say, "This is one." So you know what's really going to 100% happen. I'm just saying. Yeah. I'm just saying. Yeah, but
It's gonna be cool.
No, I mean, like, yeah, let's keep our expectations, I guess, chill. But I mean, it would if we get the Andor thing, and really, if I get anything on Tales or Mando, I'll be fine. I don't need anything else besides that. I mean, we have other stuff.
Do we think we get a Mando trailer?
No.
I think
We get some. I think we'll get some images.
Okay.
Hopefully.
You don't think they'll do like one of those weak trailers where they don't actually show anything? It's just like you reuse dialogue, cut over some like the logo slowly appearing.
I think what they're going to do is
men just want to see the world burn.
I really do think they're going to do a lot of stuff that was a lot of stuff that was in Celebration that was in like Room C, like that the little thing where you see Hera's ass and all that shit. I would be highly surprised if we didn't see that shit at D23.
You think somebody's going to make
a second to process why you were talking about Hera's ass? I remembered this.
The 35 minutes.
What's that?
I think someone's going to say Ahsoka was a religious experience somewhere in that 35 minutes.
Yeah. And that's where they're behind him. They're going to put there. It's going to be playing behind him while he's saying that. That's what it's going to be. Yeah. Dave's going to be out there saying it. Yeah. And then
it's going to come out wearing the hat.
Yeah. And then you're going to see like a little bit of Tails, and then you're going to see a little bit of Hera's ass, and then there you go.
No.
Yeah, Celebration. Yeah, we'll see what happens though. So that should be it. What day is it happening again next week? When is it?
So Friday is the game. Saturday is the news for the
Saturday. Yep. Saturday and Sunday.
Friday's day 1, Saturday's day 2.
Yeah, Saturday's day 2. Cool.
And day 3 is, I think, park stuff. If I remember right.
Yeah.
The park stuff.
So we get the opening night of NFL, D23, and then more NFL.
And how they're going to up it, and they're going to have commercials on D23 and or Disney Plus and start.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Announce toy thing that you're going to be able to link up your toys or whatever to the part. We need a Star Wars beach volleyball movie. We already had that in the cartoon thing. They did the summer thing. Played volleyball in that.
Was it set to Kenny Loggins?
I hope we get a Halloween special.
Right?
Wait, did they play volleyball?
He has a book that came out. It just came out.
Exclusives at 23. They do pop exclusives at 23 down.
Oh yeah, they have some pop-ups, but there's no Star Wars and just a couple of Disney characters that they made. That's about it. They had a Mando when Mando first premiered. They had the first Mando pop that came out.
That's a silly question, Marco. Like they have pop exclusives for it's Arbor Day. Our Arbor Day pop exclusive.
Yeah.
It's a baseball game.
There's
a pop exclusive.
Random baseball game we got
About
exclusive.
Star Wars exclusives for
No, well, the whole they this year they don't have any. They have the fig pin that's coming out.
Well, see, all you got to do,
They don't have any
Marco,
pops.
is print up a sticker and put it on the front.
We're gonna
Bam,
use our old
exclusive.
stuff. Slap the sticker on, and this
Yeah,
is the best of the
Limited
show.
for 2.
2022
It
dog
could be the
show.
same pop as before,
The
but now it's
2019
exclusive.
first Mando, the exclusive pop that dropped over D23.
Mm.
It's like a $2,000 pop.
Yeah, they missed an opportunity then for putting a sticker on a. They could have just taken the leftovers from the San Francisco game and put new stickers on that, and then
Yeah, probably will.
We might get a Disney Plus Funko released that same day. Who knows? You know,
Who knows?
Your
You're
very
right.
first one, secret, only for Disney Plus subscribers.
And Dominic.
It's probably
Did
a soda
they ever
can.
make Kingdom Hearts pops?
Yeah,
Probably.
Have
they
it?
did.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying,
Pops.
$2,000 for an exclusive Funko Pop for Mando with $2,000. You can probably weasel your way
Listen,
into a
It
lunch
was
with
$2,000
Pedro
on the
Pascal.
secondary market. That's how much it's worth.
$2,000.
It was $20 when you're there.
Just have lunch with Mando himself
So,
for that money
guess what?
instead of
How
buying
much-
a little toy.
How much would you pay to
You
get to
probably hire,
D23? Think about how much you pay for D23, the
Wouldn't
airfare.
pay at all.
You get the hotel stay, all the meals, the waiting
Okay.
on lines. Think about that.
You go to D23, I wouldn't fucking pay to go to D23.
I do, and that's why I don't go to those things.
I wouldn't
'Cause
go-
I
I
do
wouldn't-
think about that, and I go,
No.
That's why I buy stuff
I
on
always
the
think it is
secondary
more
market
like
for San Diego.
I don't know if anybody remembers when they used to have the video game trade shows and they used to be open to the public.
Yep.
I still like
Eventually they
watching the
weren't.
recaps or reading the recaps in my Game Pro.
Yeah,
Or
I always thought those would be the coolest thing to go to until somebody explained to me exactly how they are trade shows and how they work, and I was like, yeah, that would suck actually.
that doesn't sound like fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, Toy Fair sounded amazing.
Till you went and had to walk around.
Yo,
and
Toy Fair this year is going to be in September and October of next
I
year.
don't think that one's gonna happen, Terry.
What does Terry say? I'm just waiting for the announcement for.
Oh, we both hit it.
Yeah,
Again,
that's
We're waiting for quite some time. That would be actually kind of cool, but this is waiting for a while.
Yeah, so that's cool. So we will have a full recap of Kyle's ban from NYCC. Oh, I don't doubt
What
it.
isn't he banned from?
Yeah, I'll get you in there. Make sure you check out their show from last night.
oh, yeah. Speaking of which, look, yeah,
Oh, nice.
I'm repping the
Nice.
shirt.
Saturday night special. Sweet. So yeah, we will cover D23 stuff next week. We will also do a follow-up to the High Republic stuff next week, and we'll have a new top 10 list. Try to figure out what to give us for top 10. We take all suggestions.
Yeah, I'll have time to get some stuff together this week.
Perfect. Enjoy the rest of your holiday. I am cutting the show short today because I'm going fishing in the morning. So
I'm not going to argue.
no, I think we're all exhausted.
Yeah, I didn't think I was going to make it through the whole thing.
So now, Pete, could you just hit the end button so I can
I
stop?
could, but it's kind of fun watching you
just
kind
talking
of
about how
lose
exhausted
thread.
and tired you are and not hitting the end button. Hit the end button.
Also, make sure you check out the Mail Call Madness on Friday,
Oh,
as well as the Tack Show on Wednesday.
And yeah, Tack on Wednesday. We're going to do sports theme on Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We got JJ. We're going to use your football movie list on Wednesday.
yeah.
since
Nice.
I left
NFL
one off.
kickoff.
I'll send it to you. There's one to add. I realized.
Yeah, send it. So I'm going to do those up tomorrow. Or
And know that we are currently at 1982 for subs. So we need
18
1,800
more, and then you guys are going to get a
our
bunch more
packages
shit.
together for the big blowout 2K party. So
Come on, 2K. Let's go.
let's go. Get to 2K.
On the road to
Take care,
2K.
Good job.
You guys.
Hey, BK, it's about time. Everybody mark it on the calendar. BK finally told a joke that was actually funny in the chat today. Mark it down. Today is 2022. Good job. Congratulations, buddy.
On
Bonnie,
that
appreciate you,
bombshell,
everything you're doing.
we're out.
Hey,